Yo, welcome to the RaddTitan Weekly Collectors Chat, the longest running statue chat in the game. If you don't know already, so I'm George, and over there is somebody drinking some sort of fizzy drink, Guinness.
Guinness, or should just
okay. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be running over the weekly news. We're going to be talking about the latest releases, latest sort of pre-order stuff, what we've been getting on with this week. We'll also be going over some of the fan art stuff if we get a chance, some licensed pieces as teasers, revealed, all that kind of business. We'll be fielding your questions. So if you have anything you want to ask us, or any subject matter you want us to discuss or opinions on it, we're more than happy to bat those answers out to you. If you want to, if you are watching, please hit like and subscribe. You know, you look like you're masturbating there in the white shirt over there in the corner. You do realize you just spit it on yourself.
Looks like a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. It's more like
right,
a pistol.
so if you
God damn it. And it doesn't help that I'm wearing a white t-shirt.
If you haven't subbed already, this is the kind of business that we sort of get up to.
I'm wearing a white t-shirt that my dog jizzed all over earlier on, which was also awesome.
Jizzed. Yeah. Lovely. Okay, so Alex is drinking. This may be a long chat. Yeah, so if you want to hit like and subscribe, you know, appreciate the support. If you want to help the channel sort of grow and, you know, help us out a little bit, obviously, super chats are great for that. So thank you if you're going to do that. That'd be wonderful. And we'll get into it and share what's been going on. How's your week been, man?
Yeah, not too bad. Just usual shit. So just work.
Dude, I'm trying to not say that. I suggest everybody in the chat out there in life stop saying that. Remember, I told you about this.
Yeah.
Like everyone I talk to, every person that I talk to, I say like, oh, how, like you know, like that polite sort of like, how are you in the street sort of thing. You know, if every single person says not bad, it's like the worst answer ever.
Well,
do you not think that it's like a habit that we all say? It's like, oh, how are you? Oh, not bad. What the fuck does that mean?
Fucking great, was it?
Well, why not? Why can't it be? Why, you know, why can't it just be like, yeah, it's been fantastic. How are you? I'd like to hear that once in a while. I really would like to hear that.
Well, maybe if I had a fantastic week, I'd tell you that, you know. That was all right. So, yeah, we had like a work launch yesterday. So we did that. That was quite good. It went well. We're doing some NFTs at my job, which we're dropping. And we had like an event in London in the sort of Samson Centre, which actually is really cool in King's Cross. So we did it there. Free drinks. So that was fun. And that's about it, really. I mean, I ordered another one of my. I'm trying to get on the maximum carnage in 9/8, which I could do that like straight away and buy them all straight away. But I'm just trying to get them to get each of them below like £100, which you know it's still not a great price, but it's still quite hard to find them. You know, a lot of those 90s comics, which are
ain't easy at 9/8.
Really. A lot of like the Venom comics and all those comics out there, which are like, you know, almost dollar bin stuff, you know. They were
max
everywhere at one point.
Comics.
Now, if you want to be like a 9/8, they're still quite expensive, even though there's millions of them. But yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me just go here. There you go. Julian Christian, thanks, man. Love these chats, guys.
I'm on water.
I was meant to say morning from Melbourne.
God bless you, brother. Thank you very much for supporting.
I'll have a few for him.
Don't encourage that fucking idiot to drink. It's the last thing we need. We're going to bed at 4 a.m. I'm at 5.
And then what else did I bought another bow and bust, which I do have pictures of. Cool. So I got that in. I just sold that Cyclops finally.
Which one?
To your mate. That one I've had in here for ages.
Who'd sell it to?
Amazon. Your mate bought it. So he's been going back and forward for ages.
When you say your mate, it makes me think of someone I don't like.
Oh, well, I don't know. You're not, you know, you did a good deal with him, but, you know, he's not your buddy, is he?
Hayward, Chris Hayward.
Yeah.
I should have asked me about that before he bought
that. Well, I've been honest with him anyway. I'm not like, I didn't say how great it was or anything. I just said we're fortunate because the one we got was painted actually pretty good compared to some of the others, but
Yeah,
it's well heavy. Jesus Christ, the box is
yeah, it is, yeah.
31 kilos.
Yeah, the base of it is about 27 of those kilos. Like,
Yeah. So I sold that to him for like 500 quid. Well, actually, £475. I was just in the end, I just like, just fucking take it, man. I can't be bothered. He's like been going on about it for so long. I'm just like, oh, fuck it. Just take it. But it's good because it's just like that little space when you clear a bit out, and you're like, I've got a little corner over there now that's empty for a box. but yeah, and also it's one of those pieces I'm never going to display that really. I'm never going to
no.
give Cyclops that kind of space, So
Yeah, that's the hard part about it, really.
Yeah, I can't justify. So I don't like Cyclops that much. So for me, all of those kind of last level pieces as well. I mean, I do like the Wolverine Wendigo because it makes a lot of sense and it's quite iconic and it's kind of from the first appearance. So for me, that makes
really well done.
Total sense. That is very well done. But then all the others are just like massive, just like ludicrous central parts.
Yeah, but it's funny that you should mention it because I just watched that Unboxing Brother guy. And I just watched him review that Magneto on Throne. What a fucking monkey shit, giant pile of crap that thing is. Looks horrible. The giant one, absolutely huge one. Just looks like a big, tacky mess. I mean, sometimes
is that the NMK one? Or,
huh? Who?
NMK?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
you're frozen as well, by the way, on your side of your thing. I can't see you moving at all. I can hear you, but your camera's like froze. I don't know what's happened.
I don't know if that's your side.
I don't know.
I can see me moving, but I don't know. Just carry on. If people complain and say they can't see or hear me, then
I can hear you fine. But yeah, I don't know which one. It's just a big one. It's just that giant one. He's got his like hand out and he's sitting there with his legs, both knees, sort of like half up, like he's going to take a shit on the face. It's horrible. It's a horrible.
Well, the NMK one's like that, and then you got the other one, which is the Kosik one, which is in the head. You got that one as well.
Well, this one's got like the head behind it slightly raised up. But it's massive. The whole thing is like absolutely huge, but it's got no class. Yeah. It's a horrible, horrible thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No comment there. Anyway, if it's the NMK one about Spider-Man and stuff, yeah. Anyway, what else are we saying? So yeah, other than that, I mean, yeah, I just don't see the point of those kind of big unnecessary sentinel bases. And for me as well, it's always that if you have a piece, then it's like that piece should be the focus, the focal point of the statue. It shouldn't be this like fucking obscene sentinel hand or this, and the problem with them as well is they're all out of scale. So when you have like, you have the Psylocke that Johnny brought over, and the hand was just obscene, like massive. And then you look at the other pieces, it's just like, yeah, the rogue head, I don't even know if it would be the same scale. I don't know. But it's just a bit much.
So that wasn't that Psylocke was horrible, to be honest.
Yeah.
Looked like a tranny and all.
No, for sure. Well, I think Johnny repainted one of the heads or so, didn't he?
I'm not sure. They still look bad. All of them look bad, really. The paint on it, the makeup paint and stuff on it was quite poor.
Hold on, so I'm just trying to change my camera. I mean, I'm going to change my.
That is you.
Yeah. Well, someone said the mic.
Yeah. Oh, it's disappeared now.
Yeah. Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, I don't know. This might be bad, but I just switched over to 5G. See if that helps. Energetic Vulture, how's it going? Things are good. All
right, God bless you, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate the support. Cheers, man.
All right, let's go through the comments here. So we've got in the house. We've got Bobby Golden in the house. How's it going? What's up, my awesome dudes? How's it going?
Gravy, baby. All good.
Raj of Rocks Limited. Well, hello, guys. Good to see you again. That's like the third week in a row, I think, now, Raj.
Yeah, get in there.
Brilliant Jim. What's up, guys? Cameron, how you doing? Howdy, fellas. Looking forward to a great chat. Congrats on the Ronin Geo.
Thanks,
it looks great in the pictures. We'll get onto that as well. I was early for once. Yo. Morning from gents. That's Wednesday morning from Melbourne. That's what he was talking about. Black Magic-ish. Evening, gents. How you doing?
Oh,
Adam's collecting journey. Oh, you changed your name finally then. That's Adam Lesbro. I could never
hope you're
pronounce
feeling
it.
better, man. What's going on?
Not well at the moment. Missing my bro's live. Yeah, I hope you're better, man. I hope it's your back's doing well and things. Not bad. It could be worse. It could be worse. So don't want to be a Mona. LOL. The Mad King in the house. Hello, gent. Hope everyone's feeling great tonight. I just want to add as well that stuck on Inferno. Hope everything went well today. I hope you catch us on the rerun, and we'll see you back next week, buddy. Same morning. Hi, gents. Hope everyone's feeling great tonight. How's it going? Evening all. How's it going? Deadpool, red suit. Anyone watch Ring of Power? Not seen it yet, but I'm going to probably watch over the weekend.
I have to see if that sort of goes on to anything else. I'm not going to really jump into initial series off the off just in case. They probably will get the backing button.
It's the most expensive TV show of all time, apparently, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Alonso, how you doing? And the boys, good to see you. Critical Mass, what's up, everybody? Having a fabulous week. Gio's camera's 9, Alex is 6. Probably in their issues. Hope it's better now. I did change some stuff around. Good evening, gents. Hope you had a damn fine week. Congrats on the custom piece, Gio.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Gotham 1358. Yo,
OG.
Fucking yo, boys. Hope you and yours are all well.
Great, man.
Nick Chesh, evening, guys.
Everybody's good.
Cow Soups 808. How's it going? Michael Myers, hello, mates. Good to see you guys weekly. Much love. Well, funny you say that. Weekends after, but Brian O'Rourke, hey, lads. What about Rocky Leon Epic? Well, yeah, it was a bit of a lucky one. Yeah, he closed his eyes.
I'd be so fucking stupid. He was drilling that fucking kick for weeks, you silly cunt.
Lightning Troop, what's up? Shadow 32, best channel hands down. Thanks, Shadow 32. Dave Kunde back. Gold a Trapjaw to go with Skeletor and Custom Beastman. What Custom Beastman you got there?
It's quite a nice one, actually. Dave's got quite a nice one. It's that big. It's really? Like quite big. Yeah, it's nice.
No, not familiar with it. Not familiar
it's
with
like it's like quite jacked up, like it's on like it's hard to describe really. It's like got the shield and the whip and all that kind of bit. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's funny you should say that because I ordered Trapjaw today.
Yeah, I got that.
I got a message from somebody telling me it's going up on fucking Thursday, and then I was like sitting in my house, and I was like, for some reason, I think I was responding to someone on Facebook, and I just remembered. I was like, fuck. And I jumped on there. I was like, I hope it's not sold out. Thankfully, it's not.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get onto it as well, but yeah, looking good, and yeah, it's good to see them sort of making more pieces.
Well, I'm concentrating on that line anyway now. So,
well, you said you're kind of focused on the villains.
Yeah, I mean, if they do a He-Man in quarter scale, I'll probably if it's the right kind of design and I like it, I'll probably get that as well. I probably will get the He-Man, just the He-Man, and I'll get all the villains around it.
Yeah. What did we talk? We spoke about it the other week, but what did you think then about the, them redoing Skeletor so soon, or because I mean, if they're going to redo Skeletor, they're going to redo He-Man.
They are redoing He-Man. I've been told they are.
Yeah.
They will do one, but it's like maybe a year or two away, maybe around that sort of. They are considering it. All I got was I cannot confirm nor deny, and then it was like, we're doing another one. It's like that. So it's like,
yeah. Do you know who works over there?
Huh?
Do you know who works over there?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
You can share it though if you want to.
Yeah, to Brendan Grower.
It's got to work somewhere.
Yeah. Well, he's working there as a designer.
Good. I hope if he's part of any of those projects, he's doing a good job.
Yeah. Well, I think he's doing more of the kind of DC stuff. I think he was involved in
that line's very strong too. It's a very strong line.
Well, he had something to do with the decisions with the lanterns. Do you know, like the Green Lantern, where it
he
has
knows a lot about him, though, doesn't he? He's quite well
yeah,
versed there. Yeah,
has a little kind of.
that's what you want. You want knowledgeable people in those kind of positions because it shows. You got fucking idiots. Sure. Like if you got pretenders, the pieces don't have anything. You can tell.
Well, there's also the problem as well is if you kind of don't listen to the people who are experts, you know, that's a problem too. If you have these people around you who are into the comics or into, you know, the series or whatever, and you just totally like ignore them, then I think that's a problem. I think you need to kind of know. Obviously, you need to know to learn when to listen and when to just say, "Yeah, all right, whatever." But you know, I think there's a point of it where you sort of need to listen to those expert people. Like, for example, Stuart Murray is a very knowledgeable person about Superman. So, you know, if he says something about Superman,
you should listen.
And you might want to kind of listen up a little bit, you know. And so, for example, when he says, "Oh, you know, I don't like the fact that the belt is gold and the thing's silver," you know, it's something you might want to listen to. Funny enough, I'm saying that, and the Iron Studios one is gold and yellow as well.
So
that's a funny thing. I'm just doing that now. But yeah, what about yourself? I mean, you got your Ronin in. You open that up.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I sort of fell into my lap actually, which was really, really quite decent, really, of Chris Hayward. To be honest, he sort of just messaged me and sent me a picture of it, saying like, "I've got this, and I know that you want it." You know, and then we basically spoke about it, and you know, within like about a week, it was here. And you know, he's funny because he was like saying to me things like, he was like, "Oh, you're gonna love this piece," and I was just a bit like, "You don't fucking know me. What are you talking about?" Like, you know, I was because like, you know, there's not a guy that I talk to like loads or anything like that. I was like, "What the fuck do you know?" I had that sort of feeling like, you know, I think this guy's overstretching it, like. But then maybe I've been very clear about what kind of shit I like, and he was fucking spot on. Because as I was unboxing it, I was literally going in my head. I was thinking, that cunt, he really does know me, because I really do like this.
He watches the chats a lot. He talks to me a lot as well, and we have quite a lot of kind of banter. And I've said to him a few times, like, yeah, just if you ever kind of get talking to George, just kind of tone it down a little bit, because George won't kind of tolerate all of the shit you say to me, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, fuck up tight sleeves," or whatever he calls you. You know,
tight shirt or some shit, tight sleeves.
Yeah. So so we got Lightning. Here you go. Wanted to know what you guys think about the Prime 1 Superman versus Doomsday. Thanks for that.
The which one is that? Which one is that?
That one came out quite a while ago. No, that was like up for pre-order, like when we were.
Are you thinking of Iron Studios though now?
No,
that's only Dio I know. What's the Prime 1 one? Oh wait a minute.
No, bro, there's a big one. There's a really big one.
No, wait a minute. I know now.
All right.
I'm trying to fucking remember. It's massive, isn't it? Like massive.
Yeah. Let me put it up so you just not. You know. It's the one. Do you remember where it looks like there's a weird thing on the body? There's something about it where it's like a weird, like joint or something on the body. I'll put it up. Don't worry.
I'm trying to remember it.
Don't you strain yourself there, little man. Pull that. If I do that, if I do that, if I do that, if I do... Oh, I can't do that. I've got to do this now. Hold on. If I do that, if I do that, and then if I go there. You see it?
Yeah, but show me some pictures. Click into it, man.
Yeah. I'm just making sure it's sharing. This is the one where I remember there was some kind of issue with...
Dude, we haven't talked about this.
We have talked about this because there was a problem. If you look at his fucking obscene fucking obliques, I remember you going off on that
anatomy right, son. Fair play to you.
I remember you like really kicking off about it. So we definitely went
over
this.
Come in. Let's have a look on.
I can't. Because it's like an image on an image. I can't unless
I don't worry. I can't go through the pictures. Have a look.
So if I go like that and go, what about do that?
Good use of like the scaling, though, isn't it? It's a good use of trying to like make the most.
It reminds me of like one of those old.
I mean, this is the Venom and Spider-Man versions of this.
Yeah. It reminds me of like some kind of lizard or something.
Yeah, he's definitely serratus and obliques look fucking obscene there. It looks almost like he's anorexic. To have that amount of sort of like showage on that side is a bit crazy.
Yeah, it was. I remember you like kicking off about it. The face looks good, but yeah, it's just that the musculature just doesn't look right.
The Doomsday, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Daily Planet nod, that's cool.
Something about this as well. Oh fuck! I pressed down instead of. There was something about. There's something here as well.
That looks really strange from that picture. That's fucking so strange.
Yeah, there was something I remember there was a big thing that people were complaining about at the time about an angle of it, which just looked like really, really weird and really off.
It's a shame they've got that. They've got that sort of hush. They've got that sort of hush Superman portrait on it again, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's a shame that they didn't go with like a different kind of portrait.
Yeah, I mean,
it would have been nice to have seen it. I mean, if people are Superman fans, they've got that.
Lex Lodger there. There you go. Cheers, buddy. Thoughts on the best 1/6 scale Joker statue? Can't justify the price of the Tweet Heads one. I need one to go in my 1/6 collection. Maybe I was thinking XM.
XM one's really nice. The one with the big hammer, the big thing, like with the big smite. Is it teeth or whatever it is?
They're called chompers. Yeah.
So
like the five chompers on there.
That's a really nice piece. I mean, if you're talking about.
If you're talking about money, though, I mean, actually, because it's worldwide license, you might be able to get it from a local distributor. Probably the price would be a bit better. I think the XM one may be actually cheaper than the Tweethead ones getting hands if you're in Canada. But the Tweethead one in the throne looks really nice. And it's so nice.
The money's too much. They don't want to pay that.
Yeah.
So, and you got to respect that. So let's think of some alternatives. The XM one.
Well, then there'll be the older version. An older version of the Tweethead one is actually really nice as well.
Remind me of that one.
Price. Oh, for fuck's sake! What are you?
No. With your mouth. Put your mouth around my nuts and remind me. Verbalize what it is that looks like. I remember a Joker. I saw at a con or I saw somewhere, and it had all that translucent smoke all going around it, like a bomb.
Yeah.
Do you remember? It's like translucent green resin all over it, like all around it. I thought that was fucking cool.
Well, this one has the Tweetheads one is the Joker. He's holding the gun up and he's leaning on a hammer, and then basically behind him he's got all this green translucent smoke.
Show me.
Oh, God, let me find a clear one. It's actually nice. Actually, this one's really nice. There's got cards all over the floor.
Let me see this.
I'm just trying to get the image where it opens.
There's one I remember. It's just got loads of this translucent like stuff all around.
It's not that much. So
it might not be the right one.
But this one is. I think this one's quite nice. I mean, and as I say, because of the time it came out, you're probably in a better place to buy it because you'll be able to get a good price for it. So hold on, we're doing it this way now.
That's nice, but that's not what it is that I'm thinking of.
No, I know that's not the one, but that's the one where the
that's really nice. That's really nice.
Yeah.
That's got a lot of subtle.
And so you got the smoke, and you got all the cards going on in the smoke.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about is much more crazy. It's much more action. He's like flying forward, and it's this fucking like it's almost like tubes of green flying around him. It's pretty cool. The one that I'm talking about is fucking crazy looking.
Let's just see if DC Director got something, because like that.
That might be it. That's it. That shit there. That's him.
Yeah.
Who's that by?
Like that. It looks like DC Director or someone. Or there's this one, which is.
No, that's not one. That's not it.
It's
that crazy one there. I saw that in person, And I was like, fuck, that's really
cheap.
nice.
That's well cheap. That was like $159.99.
Oh, there you are. You're welcome.
But that's more like
$5 super chat fucking sorted you right out. Look at that.
That's more like a bus though. That looks like. Oh, and there
It's
you
not a
go.
bus.
There's the image from the back there. Look at that.
It's fucking, look how cool that is. See, there's these gems everywhere that nobody's ever seen. Like some serious fucking good gems, man. Nice looking piece. Look at that. Crazy as shit that is. Yeah.
Painted quite well as well.
Yeah, I liked it in person. I was a bit like, that's fucking decent. I remember. And the green in person, in his photos, the green looks lighter than the green I saw. The one I saw had like a darkish green. It was nice, man. It was really nice.
I prefer the other one, to be honest with you. But,
I think the other one's a bit more classy. But then, look, you've got two. One's proper action, lunatic, crazy, and the other one's a little bit more sort of like classic.
Let me just carry on with these comments quickly. Evening, looking into the Tweet Headmasters Universe line. We'd love to see Thundercat lines from them. Yeah.
Thundercats notoriously don't sell well.
It's cursed, isn't it?
It does not sell well, so people are really scared to touch it. Even, I mean, Iron Studios, if you want Thundercats, man, go Iron Studios 1/10. That line's fucking awesome. Villains and heroes, buy all of them. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Boys, you must watch Blackbird. Just 6 episodes based on a true story. It's a brilliant TV show. Just the 1 season. I'll check it out. I'm looking for something to watch at the moment, actually. That skeletal sculpt is very nice. It's really nice. I usually go for realism, but I can't. So I can't get into what Tweethead's classic line. So I cannot get that Tweethead classic line with He-Man on Battle Cat and later Skeletor on Panther. Yeah. They look nice, but I don't think they're the same scale as they're 1/6, and I think then the others are 1/5. Yeah,
that's right.
NYC Customs made that beast mode. Oh yeah. I know the one now. They did some stuff which were very like kind of classic to the old look as well. They look more like they kind of would go if you displayed them with the old PCS stuff. I still got that fucking Skeletor upstairs. Do you ask me about what I want to sell? Yeah, a fucking Skeletor as well. I just remembered that. Hugely expensive. Some guys, any news on XM? Godzilla reveals coming up soon. They've just showed some teasers for Ultraman. And I think they're trying to be very careful with the kind of Ultraman and the Godzilla stuff to try and they have to be very careful because they're like rival companies and they can't sell them in a way that kind of plays off each other.
Yes.
So I think they've got just because they've just shown
because a lot of people would want Godzilla with Ultraman, wouldn't they?
For sure, but they have to kind of do it like do that one and then wait a while, do that one, and then
so they
have to be very careful with it. He's thinking of the big 1/3 where Doomsday's on the floor. Yep, that's the one. All those clicks, so Alex didn't show porn. I don't use my PC for it, to be honest with you. Prefer to use my phone. Yeah, my phone. Don't ever do that, Jesus. His enemy looks after me. Same way Batman versus Joker 1/3, zooming on his abs. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of, the abs there. The 1/4 scale Death of Superman by CBS Labs is way better than the Prime 1 Superman versus Doomsday. CBS Labs doing some good pieces. They did all the women a while back. But then they got some really crazy pricing going on with their pieces. Mark Carlin, what's up, boys?
Fucking chat, Mark.
Time for a chat. It's a good time for a chat. It's Friday night, 10 o'clock in the evening. Richard Gouthier, how's it going, my friend?
Hello.
Good evening, everyone. Nick Chesh, some arts Joker. You might like that, Gio. Yeah, but that is really expensive. Really expensive. Capital City Statues. Hi, guys. Good to see you, Gio. Love the Ronin piece. Nice pickup.
God bless you, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
And you got. I just found that old Joker tweet heads you're talking about locally for $250 Canadian. So maybe I should jump on it.
Hey, jump on that.
Those prices now.
Fucking jump on that.
There you go. Now. Evening, lads. Looking forward to the chat. Happy Friday.
God
Hope
bless
you're good.
Thank you.
There was a really good post.
He did, yeah.
He did a post about basically, when you buy stuff originally about nostalgia, and it's easy to get kind of caught up in the moment and just sort of, trying to get the newest thing and sell everything and buy, And it was quite a good poster, the realization of why he's actually started to collect, kind of a little wake up moment. It was quite a nice poster.
Well, it was because it was something that I think I said, and that's nice because do you know what? If it's something that actually helps somebody in it, because what I'm afraid of in this hobby more than anything else is I see a lot of people sort of getting into it and changing a lot fast. And then what I think happens is you get into a position where you look around your room and it's nothing that really speaks to you. So then you sell everything and fucking quit because you're like, I've done so much money and I'm just not happy with how things are. And I'm one of them guys, and it's just a personal taste, really, more than anything else. But the best collections I've ever seen tell me the person's journey. When I walk into their room, it tells me what era they grew up with, what they watched, what they loved, and it also tells me how long they've been in the game for. Because you've got era pieces all around the places, and then you've got sort of like like for example the Thundercat stuff or He-Man stuff, or you know what I mean. It's that kind of shit, and you've got some of the classic piece and Bowen stuff. I like pieces. I like to walk into a room, and not everything needs to be the same scale or by the same company or
fucking. I have to interrupt you 2 seconds. We've got another one in there. Got some shekels.
I know, man. I'm really sorry. Listen, this is what I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, right? I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. I'm getting a trim tomorrow because I'm going on holiday soon. And once I've had my hair cut, I'm going to really try to do it around the room and just try and do a little quick tour. That'll be probably about 30 minutes long. But I'll try. I'll try and film it and get it to Alex to do while I'm away.
Yeah. Well, it's probably be about an hour of you yapping on,
Yeah, sorry about that.
So yeah, sorry, but no, I totally agree. I think as well that's the thing where I've been to so many collections, people's houses, and when you have all of the same company, it's a bit boring. You just have these, the theme, but you kind of, it's the same as like I'm cursed with the fact that when I did film studies in college. We kind of broke apart Tim Burton movies, and now I can't watch them because it's the same bollock. It's the same like shit every single time you watch a Tim Burton movie. It's exactly the same style every single time, and you break it down. It's always like an outsider who is lonely and whatever else, and then no one people are trying to get him involved in the community, but he's awkward, and it's always like that in everything. Even like Batman, Edward Scissorhands, all of the films are like that. It's just like it ruined Tim Burton for me. Before that, I loved it, and then I did my film studies class, and I'm just kind of like all the breaking down of it kind of just ruined it a bit. It's a bit like, oh, none of these are unique, really. And then Danny Elfman's always involved. Always Johnny Depp's always involved. It's always the same. Like Helena Bonham Carter's always involved. It just gets a bit boring, a bit the same shit over and over again. But anyway,
yeah, I get you. I had a similar thing happen to me in my own collection where I think I looked around the room and I can't remember at the time how many pieces I had, but I think I had about like 25 pieces and about 15 of them were XM or 12 of them were. It was just too many. And I looked around the room and the sculpt patterns were similar, the color choices were similar. The design was similar, and I was like, I need to get rid of some of this stuff and get other stuff in.
Yeah.
Doing great, man. Doing great, Jason. Thank you.
Happy Friday. Happy JCG.
Always happy Friday.
Evening, gents. Hope you're good. Jason. DBT. And Jake Vulture. Focus on the older pieces now. It'll be cheaper. Like you said, there are some gems about. I got again off Chris Hayward. I got the Green Goblin, and it was like 200. You can talk about Green Goblin loads. No, but I'm just saying that I got it. That's probably the most recent. Actually, that's a lie because I got those like 20 pieces off that guy. But but I'm talking about the one that I really wanted was that Green Goblin. Who got it in, and I was a bit like, oh, you know what? It's just it was so cheap. And when I open up, it's fucking awesome.
You got like the original Iron Man maquette, #1, first one.
Not quite,
gem.
Yeah. Need some
War Machine, first maquette, fucking gem. Yeah. Iron Man #6. I'm just going through Iron Man now. Iron Man 6, Iron Man 6. Mark
5?
6 Sideshow Collectibles, Mark 6.
Yeah, Mark 6. So yeah. I've got it.
Gem.
Yeah.
Like literally, before you start going and getting the latest one where it's cracking down on the floor and all these light up base, all this wank shit, honest to God, what you need to do before you do any of that buying these characters is go, what the fuck? What predates this? Let me look at all the things that are out, and if this is better, I'll buy this. But if not, let me have a look. And I promise you, around about 7 out of 10 times, you'll be like, what the fuck is that? And who made that? Is that now? Because I need that. And I promise you, that's what will happen. Because it's
the only thing that you have to kind of like, the things that have come a long way, in a majority of cases, not all of them, is face paint have come a long way. But then you still got companies like Sideshow and Pop Culture Shock who just seem to just make everyone like they've been on a holiday in the Caribbean for 2 weeks.
They're too dark.
Everyone's so tan.
Their human skin is too dark.
Yeah. Well, that's because it's easier to make skin looking that way. I mean, if you look at skin, it's so many different colors. It's not just a pink. It's not just and that's the thing as well. Is like we were talking about this before as well. Like black skin is so hard to paint, like so hard. I don't think any company's done.
Not hard to paint. It's hard to capture in paint. And even human skin, even white skin is hard. It's a lot of pigments. A lot to do it right. It takes a lot of work, and factories just don't get it right. They ain't got the time.
They don't have the time. They got exactly.
It's always easier to get a Thanos and have like purples and blues and shit. That's much easier. Much easier.
What does it say if I have an Amber Heard statue? Good for you.
It says, you know what? It says, just don't marry her. Have a statue, by all means, like it's a character from the film. Mira's pretty good, but the woman's a cunt. Like there's no way around that sort of fact. She is a fucking psychopath cunt. I mean, and I'm not a big Johnny Depp fan or anything, but just fuck her. There's no way. But you know what? Like I say, you've got a Mira statue. Really, if you think about it in the right kind of way, you've got a Mira statue. And the film is a fairly decent film. Like people liked it. My wife hates it. She thinks it looks like a computer game. Every time she walks in, it's been on. She's like, "Fucking hell!" But
I think it's like a computer game. I don't like it.
At the end of the day, it is what it is. Just don't marry it, and don't make sure you get a prenup if you are going to marry it. Other than that, don't fucking worry about it. Could be worse. You could have like the Joker piece. You could have that Joaquin Phoenix piece of him just walking down the street holding a fucking sandwich bag. What the fuck? How they made any of them sell? I have fucking no idea.
Well, that's something I actually forgot to take a screenshot of. Was
why? Why did anyone buy that for?
I don't know. I mean, the
horrible.
The craftsmanship on it is really good.
Until it leans.
It looks like the character. Well, that's the thing, is it looks like the character. They've done a great sculpt. But the price is obscene for what it is. And then the other thing as well is there was a big thing about all the legs breaking. I think I've seen like 4 sets that just Lewis alone has repaired. Because obviously he does all the repairs for Todd Johnson, is that his name? Todd Johnson, Spec Fiction. So a lot of the stuff that Lewis fixes is for him. And basically, what will happen is like he when someone told me that when the pieces started breaking, that they went to the CEO of J&D, and he just said, "It's not my problem. It's not my problem."
Fucking is your problem.
Yes, you should. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't done a proper job and your pieces are not shipping, and it's a common issue, which it's happened, a bunch of times, and the same thing, it's a problem. And at that fucking price point, it's crazy. Also, sorry, this is something different, but JND announced today or this morning or last night, wherever, depending on where you are, they announced that they're bringing out a platinum line. And what they're going to do is they're going to bring out one piece a year, which is going to be the best possible quality that they can do. So it's going to be that they're going to release Wonder Woman, and it's going to be a full silicon Wonder Woman with a silicon head, and then it's going to have silicon arms, silicon legs, and they have to work out a way to obviously to arbitrate it, to have like a kind of skeleton inside to hold it all together, and they're going to work that out, and it's going to be ludicrous price, because allegedly what happens is the guy was saying is that they do their stuff at a very high standard, blah blah blah, but their artists are still restricted by costs of things, so they're going to do one a year, which is going to be platinum, and it's going to be even more expensive than the pieces they buy now, which their prices now are $2,500 or whatever it is.
But you know what that's doing? That's just trying to talk to like the people out there, the small percentage that have unlimited budget. It's basically saying this is the best of the best that we can make. But what you say in that statement is kind of difficult, because you're also trying to say that the other stuff you're making isn't the best that you can manage.
Yeah. You have to make cutbacks, and you're meant to be a premium company already. So that's always a very difficult line to walk along. If you're
more importantly, if they've got a history of "fuck you, it's not my problem," why would you buy their premium line?
Yeah, of course. Well,
anyone that thinks like that, it thinks, that's why, I think that Prime One makes they do some really nice work, but they're a crowd of cunts.
Mr. GMT here. Hi, gents. Awesome to see you boys again. Keep up the good work. That'd be good, buddy.
Appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Get a lot of Aussies on movie this time. It's good.
They're like a crowd of cunts. Them lot. They make some great pieces, but they are.
I thought you were talking about Aussies. Then I was like,
whoa.
Aussies are. That's what you were doing.
Aussies are our convicted brothers, man. We don't slate the Aussies here.
No, it was the way I said it was, we've got a lot of Aussies in here, and then you go, well, they're just a bunch of cunts there. And I was like, well, when that, dude, man, you just attacked everyone. Like,
dude, I used to work the doors on Ned Kelly's. I've shared many a fucking drink with Aussies after hours, believe me. Ain't nobody loves Aussies more than me. But I don't know why Ned Kelly's brings out the Irish and the Aussies. It's just that fucking bar. It's fucking brilliant.
I had some great conversations in that place.
I bet you fucking did. But yeah, I mean,
it's very funny. Yeah, sorry.
the way that Prime One operate, I like that there's so many nice pieces. They do so many nice, and I get that it appeals, but like a company that has such a horrific after sales and just the way that they do things, the strategy, the whole way that they operate is the biggest fuck you to people as a customer service base that I've ever seen. And I don't know. I wouldn't buy nothing from Prime One out of principle. If they released the best Thanos ever seen and it was in my budget to buy it, I still wouldn't buy it. I still couldn't buy nothing from them.
Well, the thing is, as well, is I guess that when you buy something, when I've bought Prime One, it's always been through Sideshow, and Sideshow have always resolved issues, which they're likely to do. When you then have, for example, J&D that needs to be imported, and someone like Todd who's bringing it in, I guarantee you that like 90% of people who are getting it in America go through Todd. Todd has got massive spread, and if Todd's getting them in and they're breaking, Todd is going to go out of his way to repair them. So Todd is then the kind of aftercare for J&D in America. And he's probably making them look better than they are, because he will go out of his way to resolve things with people. And that's, it says a lot about Todd, but also it says a lot about them. So, but the problem is people won't see that side if Todd's resolving
behind the wizard's curtain, that shit, isn't it?
Yeah. So, let me just catch up with some of these comments. Yo. Focus on a piece now. What's up? How's it going? Go, yo. What's up, true believers?
What's up, true believers?
Heap flog. You should get a Johnny Depp statue and reset a scene. Good evening, lads. How's it going? Don Zed.
All great, brother.
Bruno Rourke. There is an Aussie collector, Anthony. He does great videos, and his room tours are great. And
I know him. I'm sub to him. He's a great channel.
Most never say. Always appreciate that when you see some collectors total. Anthony.
He is Anthony. He's got like one whole wall on his setup, and he does his unboxings and stuff just in front of it. He's really good. I like his videos. We should get him on actually.
Do you know his name is?
Channel some love. I don't know if he's got any hopefully he's got some good numbers because I like to support channels like that. See,
Yeah, but do you know what his channel name is?
I think it's Anthony. I think that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Anthony something V. Fuck me.
Kelly?
No.
Mad King, I agree.
I've got him on my
I like to try different companies. The only thing I tried to stay the same collectible is the Iron Studio scale. Otherwise, comic versions, movie version pieces, a rabbit hole go deep. They do.
Yeah.
Gio, what scale are those add-on utility belts you have on your Bane? I want to get some add-ons for my Batman Who Laughs.
That is from the original premium format from Sideshow. So the original black premium format Batman that they released. Again, you can pick that statue up for probably about 200, 220, 200, maybe even less. So yeah, you can get that piece there. It's not a bad piece actually, to be honest. It's quite a big old bulky piece. I mean, some of the later runs of batches of those had a little bit of a better issue with the armpit because the armpit glue sort of unstuck on the suit and it was a bit baggy. So there was like the later runs of those were better. But yeah, it is a quarter scale piece from the from that statue.
But then again, all your batarangs and your shotgun shells they're like Dark Knight 1/6 scale.
They are Dark Knight 1/6 scale, but the bullet shells and all that sort of thing, they work pretty well because of the size of Bane.
Yeah,
it looks right for that. But yeah, the belt is that.
Liam Best, how's it going?
Yo, bitch.
How are things going with your family? Hope all good, bro. Shavel Liechtenstein, Alex and Jill, what's up, boys? What's up? Prank Collector, late to the party, but made it. Check out his channel. I do try and steal a lot of his videos and repost them on our channel.
He's just done for that.
He's done a Ninja Scroll one.
Yeah. Where is that, by the way?
It's on his way.
Really?
He is. Yeah, apparently he's on his way. Yeah.
Well, okay.
We can
like what we fucking lost.
Yeah. It's not my problem. You're not buying from them, yeah. Especially with the price point.
Do you know what? I personally just think that should never be said. Never.
Basis. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be. I was told by a very reliable source.
No one should ever say that.
Very, very reliable source. Sometimes I miss the simple old school bases. OG Sideshow Leia is perfect. The new one is a giant unnecessary base.
Leia,
yeah, Leia.
Well,
you had those kind of older pieces, the Star Wars ones. Also had them on the kind of Mortal Kombat and the Street Fighter pieces by Pop Culture Shock as well, where they got the kind of plain bases. And they do work for the museum poses. They do work really well.
Listen, there is nothing wrong with having a taste for something like that. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Like some stuff, I know a lot of collectors. I have a lot of collector friends that will say to me, you know what? I want the figure to be the principle, the whole. I want it to be 95% of what I want to look at. I don't want a big elaborate base, and that's their drive, man. That's fine. You've got to have an identity in this game. You've got to have an identity, and you've got to sort of stick to what you like. Because in fairness, the Ronin is exactly like that for me. The new Ronin piece that I got in that just is exactly my identity. Everything about that piece. If you've seen it in person and you knew me, you'd be like, "That's exactly what fucking George would want."
Yeah.
I mean,
hey Jay, did you see the third Vampire D head sculpt of Figurama? We've got that coming in the chat. We are that as well. LOL Aussies. What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Statue collecting. How you doing? For Prime 1, actively trying to wean myself off of their statues. We'll be selling most of my DC line to strictly out of principle. Yeah, of course.
It's hard. It's a hard thing because also you also have there's another side of this coin, which is Anthony V. There you are. Fucking knew it was Anthony. Look at that. That's a memory that is getting there. Somebody hit him up on PM and tell him we want him to come onto the chat one week and share his shit with us. You got to remember that there are people out there as well, Jay, that maybe have never had. I've spoken to people that have never had an issue with Prime 1. Never. They say, I've never had a problem. Anything broken, they fix it, they sort it. So there are guys out there that genuinely have had no problem at all. You can't tell them that the company practices are disgusting and the aftercare shit. Because they'd be like, well, I haven't had that, so that's not true.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have to accept that. That's just it. You know, at the end of the day, if you've never had a problem with Prime One and you've never got fucked in the ass as a result, you know, I mean, obviously, I'm talking about unwanted fucked in the ass. If you've not had that, you've been screwed. Then you've got no reason to sell or principle anything, because at the end of the day, you should judge it off your own experiences. I'm just saying, from people I know, friends I have, I've had really shit experiences. So for me, it's a bit like, yeah, man, fuck that. I don't want to be in that situation because I'll lose it, man. I'll lose it bad.
For sure.
Every week here, we'll just be like, ah.
I've seen any of his videos. I've seen his room tour. Yeah, he's got like all the packs, I think, displays. How many statues did you both buy in your first year of statue collecting? In my first probably 2 years, I went crazy because it was kind of like it was kind of a thing where, you know, we would review them. So for me, it was kind of like, you know, to buy them.
Part of it.
We were getting content to for me to buy them, but also as well, you know, at the time you could get really good deals on eBay. Like really good deals. Some of those pieces I paid like £100 and something for, and you know, it was just like deal after deal because it just felt like there weren't that many people in the hobby as such, you know, or you know, people were just mislisting them, or people didn't know you could buy on eBay or whatever it was. It just I'll get like I got the knife head for like £130. I got the
Pacific Ring one,
the bronze Spider-Man. I got that for like £125. I got the first Hellboy again, £130. I got loads of. You got the that weren't on eBay, but you got the Carnage for like 160. Sorry, the Sabretooth for like 160.
Yeah,
but that was
Forbidden
Planet. Yeah. So, but there was like a load of deals to be had. The way that you could probably work it out is if you go on the channel and if you're on a phone, you can't see all our videos because on a phone you can only go back 50 videos. If you're on your actual laptop or something, you can look up all our videos because there's like 2,000 or so, and you go back to the oldest ones, you can see how many videos there are per year, and that's how many we had. Because we literally in the beginning we were reviewing our own stuff pretty much. A few times Gary, but it's mostly us. Hold on. Here we go, another super chat. Stephen, how you doing?
God bless you, Stephen. Thanks, man. Need more water.
Oh. Let me just catch up with these
comments in the channel, man. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
It does, means a lot. Let me just get through these comments. And Alex, what do I have to do to get you to recommend my channel?
Never ask him that question. Dude, never ask him that.
I've recommended your channel several times, actually. Before you've commented, and I've said to check out your channel a few times. So now you're asking for it. Don't fucking check out this dickhead's channel. I'm joking. Do check out his show. He does a lot of kind of weekly content where he sort of breaks down the kind of. This
is the cat that did the video recently. This is the cat that did the video recently about how shit that Terminator is from Prime One, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his videos. He's good. He's funny as shit. This guy as well. He's funny.
But he's from UK and he moved over to Canada.
What's it like over there? Tell me. I'm thinking about moving my family. So let me know.
But, I was gonna get the guy of our unit off of him, and we were doing a deal, and I was going to do it, and it just turned out that like to get it shipped, just pushed it over what I wanted to pay, and I'm thinking about
it's always the way, isn't it?
And I got done by, one of our mods done me and took it. Sean got it from right under my fucking nose. It's not my problem. Oh, so bro hasn't seen Spider-Man 1, yeah. Have you guys seen Love and Thunder? What did you think? Yeah, I preferred it to Ragnarok, but I only preferred it because I was expecting it to be fucking terrible. And also Christian Bale.
I've got to be honest, I'm on like
bad.
For me, I'm not watching anything like that at the moment. I put on fucking Lightyear, and as soon as the forced gay relationship came up, man, I turned that shit off. I was like, nah, fuck that. There's no need for that. I don't like it. I just don't like it. And the reason I don't like it is because, you know, he speaks to so many people, like, you know, and there's no talk of any relationship. So it just feels like, why is that there? Why is that conversation there? The emphasis put on the fact it's like a woman with another woman. I didn't like it. It wasn't natural, and it didn't feel right. It didn't feel how normal, like, my brother-in-law is gay, right? My brother-in-law is gay. I'm around gay people a lot, right? They don't talk like this. Like, no one I meet like overly emphasizes the fact that they're with another man or they're with another. You know, understand? They just don't do that.
Yeah.
They just act normal. They act exactly how everybody else acts, and then you sort of meet them, and you're like, oh, it's a chick, or oh, it's a guy. And do you understand what I'm saying? It's not like sort of like overly emphasized the way that it's being portrayed in the media at the moment, and I just didn't like it.
That's the issue with sort of Disney at the moment. Is it's all
I just
kind
don't
of
like it because I
tick
just
box. Well, it's all tick box, but then it's also, yeah, as you say, it just doesn't flow with the storyline. It's not like, I'm not saying that, oh yeah, because this person's gay, it doesn't fit that character or whatever like that. But it's just the yeah, as you say, the kind of conversations come up unnaturally around why it happens. And
he's
just like,
talking to like loads of like people, and he just comes back after being in a warp thing, and it's like it just felt really strange. They overemphasized the sort of the fact that it's a woman that she's with, and it was a bit like that. I know loads of gay women, and that's not like that.
allegedly though, allegedly with that, there was a scene cut out of Ragnarok where it explains it as well, and they took it out of it.
I don't know. I'm talking about Lightyear. I'm not talking about any.
Oh, sorry, I thought you.
I haven't seen Love and Thunder. I don't know what's going. I'm just saying
because he's
with
asking about Love and
Lightyear,
Thunder.
I watched Lightyear. I had it on because I was like, I wanted to see. It was a bit shit anyway at the beginning, so it was easier to turn off because I was like, fuck this. But I just don't like it. I don't like that kind of thing at all. And I've got to be honest, I wouldn't like it if it was like the same for heterosexual. I wouldn't like it if it's overly forced and like you're trying to, I don't like it. So just don't do it. Especially if it's a kids movie and it's something that my boy is going to sit and watch. No, you can fuck off. I got no interest in that at all.
In Love and Thunder, there's like a scene where Korg and Valkyrie are kind of talking, and it's like they're kind of comparing kind of gay stories. It's a bit weird, and it's quite forced. And it's like that's what I was talking about. But apparently,
so that's like a thing they've added into it, and it just feels like it shouldn't be there.
It just feels like but allegedly
they can put it all.
Allegedly, he claimed, because there was a lot of like people said it didn't flow and it just kind of came out of nowhere. And Korg says like how on his planet it's only men, so obviously he has to be gay because it's only men.
Yeah.
And he says this like weird story about how they have to dance over a fire and a rock comes out, whatever way he explains. But anyway, it's like a stupid thing. But the thing is like the way that her part comes out is just a bit forced. And then allegedly that Tiki, whatever his name is, he said that there was a scene within Ragnarok where they make a comment about her ex-partner who died or whatever happened, and they cut it all out. So that would have been like led you into it.
It would have tied it in better.
Yeah. It just,
so why cut it out of that film and then have to forcibly put it in there? It's exactly my point.
I don't know.
The thing, this is my point. I at the moment am just being a little bit careful with this kind of stuff, especially because I've got small children around my house, and I'm trying to be really careful about the stuff that I have on in the background, because when you see leaked Disney executives talking around a table from Zoom calls and saying how they're going to forcibly put this kind of shit in, then you should be taking note and paying attention, because I don't want it. I don't want any sexualization in my house at all. Like, and I don't mean any. I don't want any discussion with my children with what they're watching of any sexualization, whether it be heterosexual, homosexual, whatever sexual you want. I don't want it. I don't want it in my house, because they're too small, and I don't want this confusion or this like, because I never had it, like, and it sort of was like when I was a kid, you sort of like woke up, you had funny feelings, and then you sort of understood where you were at, and that's how it sort of goes on. And I would really like to keep that sort of tradition in my own house sort of going. If my son wakes up one day and he's like, you know what, man, fucking Jeremy's fit as shit, I'm going to be like, mate, God bless you. That's your journey. You do it. But if that happens and I feel like it's been manufactured and it's been sort of like rammed down his throat, I'll be fucking pissed, and someone will pay. bad.
Yeah, I'm not going to make a comment. You literally set me up to make a comment about Jeremy and when you said ram down the throat, but I just want to keep quiet there.
Yeah, but like I say, like with a Buzz Lightyear thing, I was sitting there all of a sudden. I was a bit like, this just went really south fast.
It was the word. It was the wording. If I remember correctly, when I saw Lightyear, it was the wording of how he asks her about the date. It's the word. I can't remember how he says it.
I don't know, but I was, like when you're just sitting relaxing and all this, like, and then sometimes it happens, and you're sitting there going, "Why are we here?" You just all of a sudden don't realize how you've gone down this sort of way. It's just a strange, very forced, very like, fuck this off kind of situation. Thankfully, my little boy wasn't in the room for all that kind of shit, which I was glad. Because I was watching it. I was the person that was watching it. So I was like, oh, this looks all right. Let me put this on and see if it's any good.
Boring. Nothing
shit,
really happened.
It was really shit. I've got to be honest. It was crap.
Yeah.
You know, I don't understand for life.
I love
Why the fuck
Toy
did they
Story.
not use Tim Allen?
Well, apparently he made some comments.
Comments?
He made some comments, didn't he? So he's out of Disney.
I don't know.
He made some comments that went public, and then they were like, "All right, you're out."
Oh, okay.
So I remember
Buzz Lightyear talking. It's Captain America. It's strange.
Yeah, but I remember I loved Toy Story 1 when it came out. I went to see Toy Story 2. I saw Toy Story 1 with you in the cinema, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went with my cousin and her mates up in Telford or some random place.
It was. That's what it was,
yeah. Right. But then I saw the second one. I remember the second one, the outtakes of the second one with with Wheezy. And he goes, I feel a song coming on. And then he goes, I had to catch the microphone. And he hits him and he starts choking on his squeaker. Oh, man, I fucking cried. But I loved the number 1 and 2. But then I went to see Lightyear. I went to see Lightyear in the cinema. I actually went to see it because I got a cinema pass. I was on my own in there. I went in there and I was just like, this is dreadful. It's really a bad film.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Moving on, anyway. That XM Studio that's not XM. That's Sideshow Domino.
That's a very nice
best space I've ever seen.
That's a really
nice piece. And that's a character that I don't really have any affinity to, but it's one that I've looked at and gone, I'd love to have that piece.
Yeah, if it comes up at the right price, it's a solid piece I'd pick up and all. It's a very nice piece.
I want to see the logistics on the Prime 1 releases to see just how much they are selling to justify losing as much community faith. They still have Arkham Knight Gold. Oh God. That in question is like, actually we'll get onto this a little bit after because we're still going to talk about the Vader thing. So I think we'll get onto that after in a bit more detail. Donis, sorry, bro, 1,000% on board with the statue now. I got emotional seeing the third portrait. And then Daniel, God, Ferreira, God, do it for me.
Daniel
Ferrugia. Hey guys, do you know if XM is going to be making any changes to the Herrick Brothers Venom? Keep up the great content. The only thing I think that they needed to do was the back and hands weren't painted. But other than that, I don't think there's much changes.
It's so late in the game. You know when you see certain reveals that it's really late.
Yeah. Complete fair enough.
Changing them is very costly.
But that's not my experience. I've had at least 3 issues every time, and there's also told me there's no issue every time.
Yeah, well, that's not good. That's not acceptable. You are one of the people that I was talking about, but I was using you as a non-mod related conversation.
I hope your date night went well. Darren,
yeah, man, congratulations. 17 years. 17 years married for Darren Crowford today, man. I think we should give him a round of applause. Congratulations, man. That's commitment, that is. Fair play to you and your wife. Many happy returns to another 17 beautiful years.
2 of those have resulted in arms falling off statues from weak magnets. One of the cases resulted in a broken statue, but there's no problem. Right, Prime 1? Guns. Vented. I feel better now.
That's why you
what's your favourite pieces in your collection?
Go on then.
I'm going to go with the Guyver one just because of nostalgia and I just think it's a really well put together piece. Funny enough, it's Prime 1, but I just think that it's really good because of the character, but then
Perfect.
also you get the base has another character on the base, so it's almost a diorama. It's a huge piece, and when I got into this kind of hobby, I remember being asked the 5 characters I want to get made. Guyver was one of them, but I never thought that one would get made so well, and I think they totally smashed that piece. They nailed it. Nailed it.
Yeah, it's a really good piece, to be fair.
Sorry, smashed is probably the wrong word to use after we spoke about Jay's pieces breaking and smashing.
It's probably why you used that word.
It's
hard. It's hard for me. If I was going to talk about like the best piece that I've got out of the box, it's probably Hulk Transformation, but like without me fucking with it. Hulk Transformation like really did like blow me away when I got it out of the box. I was like really, really impressed with the Hulk Transformation by XM Studios. It's really up there for me as like a piece getting it out. I mean, there's other pieces like Hordak from Tweet Ahead was a really pleasant surprise getting it out. That really like was wow, this is really well done. But in terms of like my favorite, it's probably got to be the Thanos that I messed about with XM Thanos, the original Thanos that XM did. I got a custom base for it. I've added loads of weapons to it. I've had it repainted. I've had a one-of-a-kind heads made for it. I've done lots of work to it. I've had custom gauntlet added to it. So it's now like pretty much a one-of-a-kind statue because all the collaborations that are involved in it, no other person will have. So for me, it's that. But if you know, probably the best piece I have is probably the Dark Side, to be honest. I mean, in terms of the project that I did with Ian Wilkinson for the Dark Side, that's probably the best painted and best. Obviously, Martin Canal sculpt is one of the best pieces I got. So that cube there, basically, the Thanos and Dark Side cube is definitely my best pieces. They would be the last to go.
Fair enough. This
Did you
is
say
my
fair enough,
first.
or did you say furry muff? I don't know which one you
said fair enough. This is my first year statue collecting. I currently have 3 pieces, and after I bought my 3rd piece, I thought to myself, damn, money is quickly adding up. Yeah, but you have to remember that Gio and I did this like 9 years ago. And there's people who've been doing this since 2004 or maybe longer. And you have to remember that you could get much more for your money back then. The pound was stronger to the dollar. Shipping wasn't crazy. It was like $40 to ship anything.
You know, your maths is terrible. 2004. Did you say 2004?
No, we didn't collect. Yeah, but we didn't start collecting in 2004.
No, but pieces you're talking about.
No, I'm saying that we started collecting in so like 8-9 years ago, but some people were collecting since 2004.
Oh yeah,
or maybe longer. That's what I said. You got to remember then that there's $40 shipping. Sometimes you didn't even get done for
flat rate
taxes. And it was just like so much cheaper.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to you, Liz. Like, honest to God, man. Like, I'm telling you, before you go out and do another £1,000 on another pre-order, look at the character and then go research, find. Because you will be able to find good, if not great pieces for £200-300. So the 3 you've got, let's just say ballpark wise, you've done £700-800 or whatever it is on all of those 3 pieces. If it's a quarter scale piece or whatever the fuck, let's just play that game. So you're doing like 2.5 G's already for 2.5 grand. You know, there's at least 10 pieces that I could find you that would probably beat the 3 that you've ordered. I promise you, there are stuff everywhere, and there's so many forgotten gems. People like new collectors jumping in, and they think that all there is what's now, and that's not the case, man. Trust me. Trust me.
Awesome. There you go. Now, Post Boys, 1/4 Joker on Forever Tweeters will be about €1,700 ship. Do you think that price is justified? We're looking at the edition size of 500 for the statue itself.
Wow.
When you put that price there, that's that. I mean, you have to remember that Thanos. So you're talking about shipped. Are you in? You're in Portugal. I think you're in Portugal, and in Portugal, it's quite expensive to go there for some reason because Sideshow don't send to Portugal. So if that's the case, you may be getting fucked harder than us in UK. So you have to remember the Thanos on throne was $1,200, I think. Then once you had 1,200, then you had the shipping was 160 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Then the tax, I was very
20%.
lucky with tax. So as George, we got like £50 tax. So if you say that for that price, yeah, that's a lot of money. there's a lot of money, and I can't justify spending that on that.
Here's the question you've got to ask yourself when you look at that price over there at $1,700, right? Here's the question. In 2 years' time, from it being released, would you be able to get that piece cheaper than $1,700? 1,700 euro. Ask yourself that question, because the truth is that me and Alex, we'll play the long game. A piece will come out and we'll look at it and go, I'll be able to pick that up in a couple of years for like a fraction of that cost. No, because people are very quick to forget shipping and taxes when they sell their shit. Very quick. It's so common. It's almost a joke. People think to themselves, they forget about it. They just literally like wipe it. Like
it's also because they do payment plans as well. So they like doing their payment plan of $50, whatever. And after the time, they're just like, well, I can get that much for it. It's fine. It's all in lump sum. So
yeah,
they don't seem to justify as much.
It's what happens. So that's a question you need to ask yourself before you pre-order anything. You've got to think to yourself, is this gonna go up, or is this gonna stay, or is it gonna go down?
Yeah.
I paid less than that for Magneto on Throne. I paid less than that for Thanos on Throne, the exclusive. So for me, it's definitely not worth. It's definitely not worth that 1,700. It's not worth that 1,700 for me. I'd sit and I'd wait and I'd see if someone in Europe is going to end up selling it for 1,500 euros shipped.
Yeah.
Like a year after it's come out, and there's 20 other Jokers. That's the problem of today. A Joker will come out, right? And within 12 months, I guarantee you, there's another 12 Jokers that have been released. Someone will get an itchy fucking foot and go, yeah, I'm going to get that one. I'm going to get that one.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll be the newest shit. And that's the mistake. Someone will end up letting that good Joker go, and because for a new one, and that'll be that.
All right, let me get through these comments. Matt, the Alien Collector, funny calling you guys live again. Hope you're good. Hope you're good
great,
too.
brother. Thanks for coming.
Buster Marks, what a gentleman. How you doing, man? Cow Soups, there you go. I'm at the chipper. Sorry, I'm at the chipper gents. Anyone want it? Oh, you mean Chippy?
Is that Chippy?
Is that meant to be Chippy? Yeah.
Get me a battered sausage, man.
Yeah. I've got a battered sausage right here for you.
I bet you have.
I've got so much crap for that Terminator. Well, that's the thing is, I mean, like, I reckon Chris would have given you a hard time. Chris Harris has that piece and he absolutely loves it. So he would give you a hard time.
Looks shit in that, but the stuff that you shared, I can't argue. It looks fucking awful.
I live in Alberta, great over here. I said to Alex before, if you guys ever want to come over, you have a place to stay. We'd head to some mountains and get drunk. That's not a good combination, man. That sounds like fucking Deliverance. Jesus. Bring your fucking banjo. Yeah, bring your banjo in your little canoe. Jesus. The MCU died with Tony. Well said, Gio. That's about the stuff about Disney and that. What do you guys think of the new Predator movie?
Not seen it. Need to see it. Need to watch it. I've got it on. I've got Disney Plus recently, so I need to watch it.
Yeah, I thought it was slow to kind of build up. But
considering
it's a like a streaming movie, you have to kind of take that into consideration that it's not a Hollywood like cinematic movie. It could easily happen. It could easily have been released in the cinema. And when I watched it with my girlfriend, we were like sitting there, and I was like, I'd actually like to have seen it in the cinema. I would actually have enjoyed it more in the cinema. And I was actually a bit disappointed.
You like going though? Didn't you like the cinema?
Less and less every time I go, but yeah, I do. But the thing is, as well, is there was a thing to do with licensing where apparently Fox had an agreement with like HBO that if anything goes into the cinema, HBO have the right for it to be streamed on there. So then they were just like, "Oh fuck you!" Then we'll just stream it straight out. So apparently that's to do with anything up until the end of the year, and the agreement is actually to still stuck with. Avatar, the second Avatar movie. So I don't know what they're doing about that, or if they're just going to pay them off, or they'll probably end up buying an HBO as well. but yeah, no, overall I enjoyed it. There was a few little bits I don't want to get into, which I just like. bothered me a little bit.
Don't talk about Prey.
No,
Don't.
just,
If you say it, I'm gonna
no,
leave.
I'm not going to say. I'm just saying that there were just a few bits,
Yeah,
like
just a bit there.
characteristics that bothered me, and then there was a few, other bits as well. I'd like to talk to George when he watches it, but my best eBay deal was the first move was more for 200. Tarkin for 500 back in the day, and not bad prices. Grand Moff Tarkin with the little droid's good. Hey, Statue Collecting, thanks for the sub. I loved the early Disney movies, but the new stuff is pretty trash. I haven't watched any of it.
I have Disney Plus for that reason. I just have the old stuff I play and the stuff I've seen.
Well,
and
the Pixar stuff is good still. Like Nemo, Toy Story, stuff like that. I do enjoy.
Monsters Inc. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Incredibles.
The way things are going, Disney will release kids' sex toy story. Yeah, probably. Gio, do you think that the Sideshow Sabertooth is the best one on the market right now?
Best Sabertooth on the market. It's kind of hard. I mean, in terms of tastes, I would, probably for me it is. I think the sculpt is one of the best. I mean, Mac did a pretty good one. I didn't like the paint, but the sculpt is pretty decent. I would probably say I mean, the only problem is with that Sabertooth really is it needs to be displayed up high. Sorry, I just got a message from Jenny saying like bring up water when that come up. I can call her watching fucking. I walked in today, right? And this is the funniest shit. I walked in my front room today, and I was saying like I'm just about to go on the chat, put the babies to bed and everything. Come downstairs, right? And she's watching. Like I come in, and there's a naked, tattooed man, like completely like his cock is out, everything's out, right? And she's looking at me like, and she's just about to burst and like laughing and all this, right? And she's watching some geezer talk about like getting like a penis extension like surgery. It's like got Vogue Williams or some shit on it, and there's like they're all that Naked Attraction show.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit like that, but for surgery. So he's got like his avatar there with his fucking cock out, and he wants an extension and all this stuff. And I just walked in the room. I looked at the TV. I looked at her. I didn't say a word. I looked at the TV, looked at her, and she's about to laugh. I said, "Explain your fucking self, woman." Like I'm not putting the kids to bed. I come down. There's all cocks all over my television. It was like priceless. She's just cracking up. I'm just like, fucking hell. She's like, you're going to mention this on the chat, aren't you? I said, you're fucking right.
God.
It made me crack up.
Do you childproof your collection?
It's actually a funny... I mean, most of my stuff is...
I've got
a lock on my door, but I've got like a high lock up on the top, like, so that they can't reach it. But my Apocalypse is actually out. My XM Apocalypse, because I was like, I have to have that out so I can see it. So that's at risk, like being touched and stuff. Like but George, my oldest son is like 3.5, nearly 4 years old. He's like amazing. He's just a good boy. So he doesn't touch him. And he did touch it. He did touch it, and that's why he touched it. And the Apocalypse, and the thing on the front. The blade, it came off and fell on the floor, and he absolutely was just like, he was really upset. Like he was like quite, because I don't think he realised that could happen. So now he just thinks they're just gonna, as soon as he touched it, they're just gonna like fall apart. So, and I said to him, look, it all comes off him. It was a good lesson.
Good thing long term. Yeah.
It was a good lesson because it's a bit like, but that's what happens when you're a kid, isn't it? You do shit like that.
These guys living the best life.
That
guy of a piece must be a grail. There's nothing to blow all that away. Congrats for owning that. Love it. I'm very happy with that piece. Are you still getting CGCs in? No, there. See, we're there. All CGCs are there.
Good question. Where's my fucking CGCs, you cunt?
They do, but they
are. I was just fucking with you. We'll talk about that later.
Oh man, they do my fucking nine. They really are. I need to just go to their office and just take it all off them.
You should.
The boys are here. Tommy Cole, how you doing? Vass, how you doing? Bro? Just saw Amiga Red is going for $17.99 on Spec Fiction. That's too much. Prost.
Prostate?
Oh, that's where he's from.
Oh.
I wish I could find the Sideshow Sabertooth premium format cheap. Good luck, fingers crossed. Germany. Oh yeah, fucking idiot. Of course, because we speak fucking German to him, don't we? Yeah, you're right, Gio. I did rush my first purchase, which was the Sideshow Brown Wolverine leaping off the log, which I do love. I know you guys aren't a fan of the pose. My other two are the Dragon Ball pieces. Dragon Ball pieces can be really
if
expensive.
if you love it, then it's right. Just remember that.
Guys. I did that too, Les. I don't have any in the first piece of bought when I started. Bugs Life.
Yeah.
Bugs Life Disney. Is that Disney?
I don't think it is. I ain't seen it on there.
Yeah, there he is. Buster Marks. Alex can take a lesson from your son on how not to break statues. Well, I think it's just when I do it, it's quirky.
Whenever Alex does a review of my stuff, he does weird shit that he doesn't do if it's his. It's just the strangest thing. So when we do a review and it's his piece, he sits there, he's proper professional, his hands are down, nothing happens. When my piece is there, all of a sudden he's like, licks his finger, rubs something, touches something, a little bit of this, or pass me the head. He's just like, what the fuck is, I'm just sitting there like, I've done thousands of reviews with this guy, and why the fuck is he just doing this with my stuff? Like, he doesn't do this with his stuff. He's like, oh, pass me the head. Let me have a look at that.
Yeah, but I know it kind of bothers you. You get
it really fucking bothers me. It bothers me a lot. It really does bother me quite immensely, to be fair. I'm just like,
fuck off. Okay, let me get some images up.
Right, let's fly.
We actually do. We were doing like really, really well for time, right?
Yeah.
We were doing so fucking good for time. And all of a sudden, we got well sidetracked.
Yeah, because it was like 10:30, wasn't it? And we were just like flying by.
I was like looking, I'm like 10:30. Oh, we're on it.
Fucking flying.
We're there. And all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, we're not.
We hit a fucking tree ages ago.
Oh God! All right, let me just get these. I'll make sure Goldie's
loaded out.
I just fucked it all up, didn't I? Details. If I go name, I go that way. Whatever, they're fucked. They're fucked. They die. She dies.
Fucking great line that is. He dies. He dies.
We'll try the other one. So if I go there, open with. I think I
can recite that entire film.
Can you?
Yeah, easy.
That's the funny thing. Do you know, like when you ain't watched it, there's like a film when you haven't watched it for like 20 years, or
I can still do it. It's bad.
And I get some of those.
I do it with Jenny. Like I do, like with Jenny, when like something's on, I'll say something, and she looks at me. She knows the last time I saw that was with her. She's like, "How the fuck do you remember that?" I was like, "I don't know."
No, but I'm talking about like when you haven't seen a film, literally in 25 years, and then all of a sudden you're just like, you just remember the lines.
It's crazy.
Like, you just go through and be like, yeah, blah blah. I can't remember what I did yesterday. There you go.
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Right. So the edition size of this Vader has been announced, and basically it's 4,500 of the exclusive, and then 6,500 of the regular. So 11,000 in total.
I have this on order.
You have this on pre-order.
I do.
Does this question like whether you are going to keep it or?
It's funny because when I said that I ordered Trapjaw today, you were like, "Did you sell Mythos? Did you cancel your?"
No, I said that. You said you ordered Trapjaw, and I said, "Well, did you swap it with Vader then, or what did you do?" You're like, "Nah." I was like, "Yeah."
It's really funny. It's really funny.
Vader's on wealthy, nice, isn't he?
He's not actually. He's actually safe as houses because I'm going to tell you something.
Did you use like shitload of points?
No, it's not even that. I really like this design, right? And I'm not going crazy with these kind of lines like with Mythos. I'm going to get a handful of pieces that I like over time. I'm in no rush to complete it. I may get the Ventress at some point. I might get whatever. I'm going to look at it. I've got them all. I love it. I was really impressed with it. and I really like it. So the bottom line is the edition size. This is what I keep saying. Like, as long as it has a number, I can accept that. I don't do limited edition. If it doesn't have a number, like, it sounds stupid, right? But if it doesn't have no number on it, but they only made 100 of them, I'd rather have the thing that actually has a printed number. Does that make sense?
No,
I don't like the not. I don't like the not number. I don't like things not being
not
numbered,
knowing.
and me not knowing how many there are, and me having to take someone's word that, oh, this is how many. No, fuck you. Then write that on it. If that's how many it is, then fucking write it. It's not hard. So, you know, for me, it is a really high edition size. It's like fucking super high, like crazy high. Like,
yeah.
They
Apparently
did this shit with the first Batman premium format. It's like 7,500 of those. 9,000. Well, there you are. How long ago was that? That's about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
What's the shock? Super popular.
Well,
Obviously,
just,
pre-order numbers would have been really high for them to do this, to label this number, because it all counts.
Yeah.
When everyone's pre-ordering it, it counts.
Of course.
People don't think that. They think they can order it on day one and it makes no fucking difference to anything, but it does. If everyone rushes out to buy these things, they look at projected sales, they look at, you know, the strategy. They know from date A, from date B, they know roughly where something's going to go or where it's not going to go, based on where them numbers start and end. And they do that through the whole cycle. They know. Then these, you know, you're talking. This is a piece that's going to get Sideshow Collectibles somewhere in the region of £6.5 million. Dollars. There's one statue. Just think about that. A lot of money.
That's gross.
But you do not go into that with your eyes shut. You go into that kind of business knowing how much. That's a lot of money. You got to know, projected sales. You know, where you're going to slump, where you're going to, you know, where it's going to go fucking wrong, where it's going to go right. This isn't amateur hour. This is shark eating time. This is great whites around the table. They know what the fuck is going on. So,
well, I think as well with this is, you know, characters like Vader, you know, you're always going to get the one thing that Sideshow made a big deal about, and I got a load of shit about it, was, you know, that the collection community. He didn't word it very well, basically, but the collecting community is such a small percentage of the actual customer base. You know, within a company like Sideshow, you will get so many people where they would love Star Wars, they'll love Vader, they'll love whichever character, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, whomever, and then their girlfriend or their mum or their, you know, whomever will go out and buy them a statue as a gift, and they'll have like a one-off kind of statue. And the kind of those kind of customers are, you know, a constant turnaround of those customers. You know, so I mean, I do agree with that kind of thing. Is that a character with the popularity of Vader, and you know, when the actual first Mythos Vader came out, I told you this. The price of it in the UK through Collectibles Direct was £280. I remember when that came out and how much people complained about the price. So this is like £600-700 now, you know, more. So it's just hilarious how at that point it was like that was too much then, and now this is 3 times the price. You know, so it's funny. Two whatever. Julian is saying that they can't get the Vader in Australia because of the new bullshit with the batteries. I thought. No, but this piece likely won't have batteries. Sideshow will have AC mains, more likely. And I
this
thought
doesn't light up, does it?
Does the base
I've never seen
a
picture of it light up. There's no light up in this piece.
Okay, I don't know because I haven't really looked into it too much. But
there's no light
even if it does light up, let's just say it does. I don't know if it does. Okay, I'm just saying for the purpose of this comment. I thought that the actual law with the Australian thing was if the battery can't be secured. So all companies need to do is to add a screw. So like a screw on the battery cap. If they add a screw on the battery cap, that negates the Australian law about not having the batteries. It's to do with like some parents left their kids with a toy, and the kid took out the queen-size batteries and swallowed it, and then they died. So basically, then Australia was like, okay, any toys with those batteries, and these are through like the ways that they define them. These are classed as toys. So they're saying that any toy with that kind of battery is banned. So
it's secure.
yeah. Pop Culture, which is a seller, has cancelled the orders, I think, but I could be wrong on that. Okay. Yeah, so yes, it's true. Facebook groups, forums, YouTube does not represent the minority. Majority, sorry. Yeah, that's true. There's so many collectors who just won't
Well, they ain't
even
collectors.
comment on anything. They won't. There's so many customers who just have one in their office.
Yeah, they will. Yeah,
Hey,
they'll walk past the
go
shop.
buy
It'll
one
be
for
in
your
there.
dad. It's for Christmas or whatever.
That's what Forbidden Planet make their living off.
Yeah.
People coming out of the offices or coming into London from wherever and going, "What is that? I want one of those."
Sure. And their prices are fucking obscene.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Just don't include the batteries. I think it's to do with the fact that if it takes batteries as well, because most pieces will not ship with batteries. XM don't ship any of their pieces of batteries, but they still have to look into this Australian thing. Julian, it's still up for order on Pop Culture. Julian, you're talking shit, buddy. You're talking shit, buddy. All right, let's continue with these. But yeah, I mean, it's a really nice piece, and again,
doesn't change my opinion on it at all.
It doesn't change the opinion of the sculpt, but I do think that is a really, really crazy.
It's high, but it's not unheard of high. There's loads of examples of them being high.
Sure.
Like I say, you've got.
I think the problem with this though is this is one of the ones where, normally it is around 9,000 or 8,000 or around that, and this breaks over 10,000, 11,000. It goes over that.
But yeah, it's real high.
Like, oh
fucking
shit,
well high, man. It's proper high.
So this is the piece I got in. So this was my new bone bust. I'm still finding some on eBay that I want. So this is a Symbio. And this is actually a real pleasant surprise. I did buy this originally, and then when I got to Singapore, I actually opened it up. It was actually the Spider-Man, which actually wasn't a bad thing because that Spider-Man's really nice as well. Because Bowen used to do it where if you have a variant, they use the same box. One side has one picture, one side has the other, and then they put a sticker on it. But yeah, so that's why I bought it, and then turned out to be the other Spider-Man. But they've got us in really nice sculpt and really great. The spiders on it are great, and yeah, this is actually this. I would have thought this would have been much more edition size, 3,750. Some of these Bowen pieces are like 13,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, really. I was so happily surprised with this one. Nice little pickup.
I like the blue tones in it. Look nice. Has it got a bit of a metallic sheen to it or not?
A little bit, yeah. Not as much as the 3-pack, but not as much as that. That one had more like a glittery effect to it. This one, not as much. But on my screen, I can't see it as much. But the blue is a bit more like within the first appearance. It does remind me of that quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's done really well. And then the thing that really made me smile was the guy like stuck the sticker on a box. It was just like a little thing when I was opening it. It just really made me smile. And it's from like 1975. If you try and buy, I looked online. I was like, I might buy some of those stickers. They're like fucking 12 quid each. I'm like, yeah, I don't like them that much. I was like, geez, but it was nice of him to stick it on there. I like peeled it off and managed to get it off and then stuck it on my notebook. Over to you, big man.
All right, so yeah, this is the ATF1 Cosmic Ronin I got into this week. So you can just look at some of the boxes and stuff like that. Go through it. There's probably a lot of pictures of this. There's a nice artwork onto the box, which I really like. And then you got sort of like I don't know why you've gone from here, but okay.
That's the order they come through when you do it.
All right, go on then, go. So this is like the bit that goes over the shoulder. That's the sort of like screaming, sort of talking or whatever. This is then where it's starting to build up to. So these pictures are all like fucking not in order. I actually sent all the pictures in order, but it's all right.
when you send them on WhatsApp, they go like they don't even come through as all Ronin. They come through like 3 Ronin, 5 of this guy, 1 of that one,
That's
back
just
to
annoying.
Ronin.
So yeah, so this
That's
is
what I
what
have
it
to do
looks
them
like
every week.
anyway when you start building it up. So the piece comes,
What's
you know,
sorry? What's that logo on the base?
that's the Kree, the Empire, the Kree
Okay.
Empire.
Good
So
night,
yeah,
Jake Vulture.
it's got
Take
that on
care.
the huh? What?
No, Jake Vulture is just saying he's out. So good night.
God bless,
Good
mate.
night, buddy.
Take care, man. Yeah, so then it comes, you know, with a base, and then you know you've got the figure, which the left arm is already connected onto the figure. Cape comes in 2 parts.
Yeah.
The right arm is connected up to sort of the elbow, and the gauntlet and the hand are separate. The hammer comes. I mean, you call it. It's like a Cosmi rod, or you can call it that, a war hammer. It's that comes in 2 parts. Then the head comes in sort of 2 parts, which is it. And then you've got the basically the hood that goes over the top. So that's a smirking sort of face.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm using.
Yeah, that's a nice head. Shit, it's a big old hand, isn't it? Fucking hell. Wow. There you go. Got another super comment coming in there. Cheers, Jonathan. Jonathan.
Brother. God bless you, man. Thanks.
Cheers, man. We'll go on to some of the comments we'll go through some of these and then we'll go to the comments as well. But yeah, that's a big old hammer, isn't it?
Yeah. It's massive, like and it's really clever because it's got a ridge. I sent you the picture of the hand without the hammer. It's got a ridge literally going all the way through that forearm bit into the hand. So it's got the armor bit that goes at like the thing that goes over the left shoulder as well that sticks in there. Cape comes in 2 pieces as well.
Nice greens, really nice colour. Just
really
a good breakage between these.
Just really good texture as well between the smooth and then the textured parts. You know, are really good.
Good time in there because I actually did say I did like the textures.
Yeah, I mean it does. I mean
can see why some would say it was over textured. I can see why they would say that, but
no, it's not over. It's not over textured because the cape is actually pretty subtle. The texture on the cape's pretty subtle. The legs and the hand, like the under armor stuff, is completely different. And then
I like that because then the armor is quite shiny, isn't it? So
yeah, it's got a nice. It's like a nice metallic. It's beautiful colours on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see there, it's not got the thing, and then you got the cape comes in 2 sort of parts, and that's funny because
what's that kind of like that black parts? Is that like?
Yeah, I sent these to him and to Chris. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, because they look like stains, don't they? But you know what it is? It's camouflage. It's like camo.
Really?
Yeah, it's like camo. Like when you look at it, like when you go up close to it, it's like got little bits of like parts that are like looks like stitching, like you know where the color goes a bit brown or darker green. So
looks like it's like someone's fucking scuffed the shit out of it.
Yeah, it isn't though. But in photographs, it looks a little bit like that. But in person, it actually is really nicely done. Because I've never seen it before. I've never seen it before. I've never seen like camouflagey sort of like thing. But that's what it is. It's like it's got that sort of like camouflagey colors in it.
Can you display it without the cape or?
Yeah, why not?
Oh no, I'm just saying because of the way some peg holes may not be covered or.
Yeah, they wouldn't be covered if you take the thingy off. Yeah, but you could probably put the top shoulder bit over the shoulders and cover that bit, and just not have it over. You just have the top bit over.
You love that fucking pose, don't you?
I take that bitch fucking well every day. Look at the strain on my fucking hand. How hard I'm gripping that. I'm gripping that like
your cock thumb looks like it's gonna break.
Yeah. Really I'm telling you now, I'm holding that like fucking Saturday night cock. I swear to God, I'm not letting that go out. Like fucking gripping that up.
That's nice,
yeah, you can see like the textures over there on the head as well, and the color breakage is nice, man. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Teeth done really well.
What about the gums like here? Obviously, this is something which always comes out wrong in photos. But is that better in person?
No, I think it looks pretty much as you can see over there. It's like a purpley sort of color.
Yeah, but you see the bleed there over the teeth.
No, it doesn't really have that. The teeth are white. There's no bleeding on the teeth. Teeth are fine.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about with the
that's the thing there that it sits in. Yeah.
How many fucking pieces is this? Jesus.
Oh, keep going then. Stop chatting and go.
No. How many pictures? How many pieces?
I told you the pieces. So base
Oh,
is
so
one.
sorry. With the so you can actually put the cape on the hood on either head.
I don't think so. I think the cape goes on the smirking head, and then the other cape goes on the other. The down hood goes on the screaming head.
Right.
Because I think they're slightly different in size, how they
Okay.
fit. I think they're intended to go like separately.
Okay.
You're going back. Oh, okay. How are we going forwards? I don't know.
No. I was looking at the heads to see how different they were. Yeah. There's his jock strap. Nice.
Yeah.
And that's the Cree symbol on the base there, as you were
Yeah.
saying.
Our base weighs about 15 kilos on its own.
Fuck.
It's one of the heaviest bases. I thought it was because it's like because of the thickness of it, right, and the shape of it. I was like, yeah, I just like went to grab it with one hand, right, and it's like this fucking fat, yeah. So you're sort of like you're grabbing it, and it's all grip strength now. It's not forearm or shoulder or nothing. And literally, I went like that, and it was like, yeah, that fucking ain't going nowhere. Like I'm lucky I didn't pull it out, and then because I'd have dropped it.
What'd you block off? What'd you block off there?
I've got like a reference number. I've got like a certain number
okay.
that obviously identifies that as mine, which I didn't. I just didn't know if I should share that, so I didn't.
Oh, okay.
But obviously, it's quite a low run. I think it's only 24.
Validity. Oh, God, yeah.
Validation.
Yes, that's the word. Oh, there's not that many pieces. It looks like much more.
No, it's two. It's two bits.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that from pictures.
Yeah, it's like when I saw the pictures of it, I didn't like the things either, but it looks fucking awesome. But it's really nice.
I have to see that because in pictures that looks horrible.
Looks like dirt, doesn't it?
It just looks like it's sorry. The other pictures before looked more like scuff. This just looks like it is painted, but it's just like real sloppy kind of paint.
No, it's not. It's pretty good.
I'll have to see it. There you go. It's the crack pipe. No, that's cool. Oh, there's a little planet on there as well. What planet is that meant to be? Do you know? What planet is he from?
That in it, you can't.
Well, I don't know because where's he from?
I fuck knows, I don't know.
Hal the Cree. Yeah. No, it's cool, man. It's really cool. I'm glad you got it because this is a piece you wanted to get.
I did. I've been looking for it, so I was I was a bit gutted that I missed it. And then you got the screaming one and stuff. But it's nice.
You traded this for your Archangel.
I did. And that's what I have him displayed at the moment. I have him with the Thanos, like with the King Thanos, and like grabbing the Iron Man head, and then I've got that. I just wanted a little nod to the sort of like Infinity Stones as well for the film. Sort of, you know what I mean, in the with the Cosmic Cube as well. So in the comics, the cube, which you call the Tesseract in the MCU, but in the comics, the Cosmic Cube is a completely different thing. It's not linked at all to those things. And obviously Thanos, who's wiped out the universe on multiple occasions, has done it using Heart of the Universe, using the Infinity Gauntlet, which is the most famous way, and also doing it with the Cosmic Cube. I just love them together, and he's fucking big, man. You know how big Thanos is, right? You know how big that Thanos is. That Thanos stands up, fucking monster. And
apparently, oh damn, that just shot up. Ronin is from the Kree planet, I think.
Probably.
How you doing, Dennis? Good to see you there. Rome Ross in the house.
Yo.
Always been a fan aesthetically of the comic version of Ronan the Accuser. That piece might be my favorite piece I've seen in your collection so far, brother.
Thanks a lot, man. I mean, it's a very, very nice bit of work. And I got it out. It's funny because the Silver Surfer, the maquette was in there, and I took it out, like, and I was just, as I got like Ronan out, I was like, what the fuck can I get out of display and put this in?
Yeah.
So,
Gooch got the Sand Scorpion in the house.
Yo, what's
how's it going, bro? Yeah, loads of textures on here. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a nice little breakup and stuff.
Looking forward to seeing this one.
I give you a lot of pictures though. So, and this was one of my favourite parts actually. That bit there, that picture there. I like the way that the actual that goes, because it's like the hammer sort of got like on the pole of the hammer, it's got like a notch in it, and that actually slips all the way over to the hand, and it just cushions up against each other, and they basically make like a seal, and it fits absolutely perfectly, which I thought was just exceptional engineering, because that's quite hard. You usually get like a gap or some shit, but that fit really well.
Okay, so that's your bits you got in. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, this then is on the Beast Kingdom. This popped up, and I've always wanted the sideshow frog for a while, but I never really got around to it because its price went up a little bit, and I was just like, I'm not paying that for that little tiny thing. It is really small. So when I saw this, I'm like, that's actually pretty cool. It's from the Loki TV show, and it's him in the jar. And I think if the price point's right, I might pick it up actually.
It looks good. I hope nice to see
pieces. Yeah, they do some nice pieces. It just depends how they do that jar, really.
Yeah.
26 centimeters tall.
What's the costings? How much is it?
I think someone said it was like £250.
Very reasonable. Very reasonable.
So, I mean, if that's right, maybe.
It's quite big, man.
Yeah. Depends. I'll have to sort of get, because I mean they do some nice pieces in Beast Kingdom. They're just really nice Disney pieces. This was a company which came out kind of nowhere. Bedrock Collectibles, which they just had a convention in Toronto. I think I might be wrong. I know it was somewhere in Canada. I might be totally wrong where it was, but they have a license for DC and also now have a license for Valiant. They're working together with Caleb on a few projects, and they got more projects to come. So they've got the license to do Bloodshot. So Caleb sculpted this, and
cool.
yeah, that's coming. There's a Core Scout. This wasn't at the convention. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I prefer the other pictures of it.
Yeah, that looks much better. That looks like a copy. That looks like a shit copy. That does.
Yeah, these ones I would go with these darker kind of shaded ones. You can see more of the kind of skin texture.
The other one looks far too bright for that. It's too bright.
Look at the abs there. Yeah. And now max up your fucking contrast. Yeah. You should use these pictures, mate. These are the ones from Caleb's page. And these are the ones that they were using. I think they fucked up those ones. I think they're too bright. Go back to the Caleb ones. I don't think this does you any justice. It looks much better in these two pictures.
Yeah.
Almost changes the whole anatomy, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, paint matters, bro. Paint matters and lighting matters. Don't be on you know what I mean?
Yeah, so and then also they did this Trinity with
Caleb
as well.
I thought this was a custom. I really like this.
Yeah, they did this. So Caleb sculpted this. They had a painted version in the convention, and yeah, it's come out really well. I can't remember the price. It was something like for the 3, it was like 2,700 USD. I think it was. I might be wrong, but it's up for pre-order, and yeah, looks pretty cool. This then is the Leon Kennedy by Darkside Studios or Darkside Collectibles. So this is up. It's going to start shipping soon. So hopefully we'll get that into review. This is then one which we were talking about earlier in the show. So Figurama have released their 3rd head for their Vampire D. Pre-order goes up, I think, tomorrow. And they also got the... Sorry?
Let me see it.
You just can't really see as much. It's just that image there. They just
what image?
Got the third portrait, which is more about the anime.
Oh, that's it. That's the right head. That is.
So yeah, that's really good that they've listened and good. Glad you guys. Sorry, what's this? Glad you guys are streaming. 8 going outside. 106 here. Jesus.
I don't understand what the fuck that means. How hot is that?
It's like, so you take away a couple, so it's like 104. Take away 30, which is 70. So it's about 37.
Yeah, that's warm. It's pretty warm.
Yeah. Running a bit late, boys. Made it here. Been stuck on campus doing student organisation shit all day. Exhausted. Hope you're both having a great week. Hope you're good too.
Fuck them kids.
Mr. Positivity's here. He's a bit late, but he's here. Ross Carter. Hey guys, Ross from Sydney. Really happy with Soundwave. Thanks for your excellent advice. Such a pleasure listening to off-topic chats as well. Good to see you here, Ross.
Well, bless. I'm glad you like it, bro. That's the main thing. As long as you like it, then our credit's still good. Credit in the bank is still there.
This is something where a few people made comments about the Vampire D needed to have another head, needed this, and then obviously Figurama have gone off and they've listened to it and they've done it. So yeah, good work to Figurama for actually listening and taking it on board.
Proper company.
And you've got the Predator Net Gun, Predator 2 Net Gun and Dart Gun. This is by Hollywood Collectibles and it's up on Sideshow for $542. Edition size 500. The shoulder calibers is a lower edition size and cheaper and better. I think the shoulder caliber is much better. But yeah, so you got that if you're collecting those. This is a 6-scale diorama by Iron Studios. So this is Superman and Lois, about £650. I think it looks all right, but I just hate those bases. I think it does work better with Superman because it kind of like portrays these, actually flying in the air, and it kind of looks more like
I get it completely.
Like. But with some of the other characters, I don't think it really works. Oh wow, 41 106s.
Excuse me.
Damn, 41.
41 what?
So 106 degrees was 41 Celsius.
Yeah, fuck that, stay in. Get your AC on.
Yeah, that's really, really hot. Really hot.
I got an AC unit because we had some quite hot weather over here. It was like 38. And it was like, fuck that.
There are a few complaints about this one. Just people just found it a bit basic. Didn't really like a lot of some of the stuff. But I think it's all right. But makes it nice
funny though, isn't it? Because it's just funny because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking exactly that. It'd go nice with the Batman and Catwoman one. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
This is 1/6 and that's 1/5.
Oh, what a cunt. Really?
I think so, yeah.
That's disappointing.
Then you've got the Connecticut's Akuma. So this has kind of taken quite a while to come out. They kind of showed this a long time ago. They showed this back in like 2018, 19.
This is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
This is really horrible. It looks like it still belongs back. I mean, look, that's fucking horrible work.
Sculpted by Tiago Provin.
I'm sorry, man. I love the guy's work, but that is a fucked Akuma. It looks so dated. It looks so old. And the portraits, I can't fucking stand them. They're horrible. So, what? I mean, that doesn't look like a sculpt of the day, Alex. That looks 10 years ago, bro.
Well, it was 6 years ago.
It looks like it's 10 years ago. So it's worse than when they started it.
Yeah.
Something off with that physique as well. Don't look right.
Well, something here really doesn't look right in that abdomen. It just kind of drops down weird, and those abs. What the way that they kind of go as well.
This is probably one of the worst Akumas I've seen. I have to say this. It's hard for me to say it because I love the guys over at Connecticut, but this is really fucking bad.
I don't think it is. Still better than PCS. I don't think it is.
No, no chance.
Culture Shock
Shock's Akuma is much better than this. I mean, what the fuck? Look at that. Look at that head. It's funny. It's sad as well because you know what? Ken is really good.
Yeah.
Ryu's okay. Ken's really good. Ryu's okay, but Ken's better. And now this is just
Ken was really good. But this is like, obviously they did this 6 years ago. and then they just sat on it, and then it's like it doesn't
Dude,
work.
that fucking bus has got, that bus is so late that the school that it was picking you up to take you to has been knocked down. That's how fucking late that bus is.
Yeah.
It's
That's the
just, that should
problem.
have been
That's the
scrapped.
problem now
It
is
looks
you
fucking horrible. It looks
it's
really dated.
traditional sculpt piece, but the problem now is you can't sit on pieces like that. You
No.
can't. There's so much evolution in sculpting and design that you can't sit on a project for 6 years and then release it. It's a shame, really shame. Because again, the actual
6 years ago,
concept,
this
the
might have been okay.
original, but the original concept of them, being able to be displayed in all different poses where Ken's kicking in rows behind, and just changing them around. It was a great idea. But now to release that piece so long after, yes, you missed the mark. You missed the time. I think you missed the mark.
Yeah, it's just such a big shame. It really is as well, because it's just 5 years too late, and it looks really, really dated now. That Akuma's something very wrong. The whole pose with the squatty sort of, it just looks all wrong.
Well, he's got TRT gut, hasn't he?
Oh, it just, the
A
whole
weird,
thing,
like
the pose is fucked. The portraits are fucked. The anatomy's fucked. The whole thing's a mess. Like, honestly, I actually, it makes me feel uncomfortable to be so negative.
Yeah.
I want to find something good to say about it, and I really can't. I saw these pictures. I could not fucking believe that is what they've come up with. I'm just sitting there like, I remember when they teased the Kuma, it looked great. I don't know what's happened since. It's horrible.
It's just aged. Would you guys have any opinion on justifying the price of a piece, judging on how big it is? For example, was that priority?
Personally, think over.
Yeah, percentage. Oh, here you go. He's done it again. Have you guys had an opinion on justifying the price of a piece based off the scale of it? For example, the new Cobra Kia 1.6 Deadpool for over £500 plus shipping is crazy to me. I think the problem it's not as black and white as saying this is X scale, so it should be this. There's always going to be sculpt complexity, paint complexity, and then licensing costs.
Factory that you use to do the project. If it's a complicated project, certain factories won't be able to achieve it, so they have to pay more to get it done.
Yeah. So it's hard to. It's always hard to go like the old times. We are guilty. We are guilty of this. We're guilty of saying this is a 22-inch statue. This is a 22-inch statue. How can the price be so different? We are guilty of that in the past.
Everyone is, of course.
Huh?
Everyone is.
Yeah. But you need to kind of. There's so many other factors, and it's just you have to take each thing independently and say, okay, this is this and this and this and this. Okay, it's that price, and it's also not as simple as to go, okay, well, this is this price in.
But if I sat you down,
this price, if we do it in 1.6, it should be half the price or whatever. It doesn't work.
If I sat you down at a table, right, and I gave you 2 slices of cake, and I said, this cake over here, yeah, good. I said, this cake over here is £1.50 a slice, and this cake over here is £7.50 a slice, right? And you ate it, you wouldn't be able to justify that because you know fuck all about making cakes. So a lot of people don't have any idea about all of these things. Maybe they shouldn't know. Maybe they don't need to know. Maybe at the end of it, they should be turning around and thinking, well, hold up a minute. If the price point set at 1.6 scale is X, why now is it all of a sudden so much more fucking money? And that's the bottom line. It's hard because you've seen behind the wizard's curtain, and so have I. So it's really hard to put that fucking genie back in a bottle now. Very difficult. Because you know the complexities and the complications, and you're using X artist that costs more money, or license costs more money, and this needs to go to a certain factory that costs more money. They're all things that the standard collector's not going to know. They're just going to go, why is this so much money? It's fucking well expensive. No? And we cake it.
Yeah, we can.
But
sorry.
Listen, Alex knows fuck all about cake, so he ain't going to be able to turn around and be like, "Well, fuck me. I understand why that one over there, that £7.50 slice of cake. I know exactly why that's that money, because it's got this kind of icing that's really rare, and that vanilla, that it's Madagascar vanilla. You don't know shit. So at the end of the day, you don't know any of the complexity.
But I mean, like, what was I going to say? That was actually, funny enough, one of the things that came up in that video today that J&D put out was there was a part in it where he makes a comment towards the end about costings, and he goes something about, "Oh, you don't know how much it costs to sculpt. You don't know how much it costs to paint. You don't know how much it costs to this," and I don't expect. But the way he says it, it sounds well condescending. He sounds a bit cunty the way he says it.
As in, like, don't question me because you've got no idea what you're.
It's a bit like, because obviously they are a premium brand already, and then they're trying to release a fucking super premium brand, and it's just like, you don't know how much it costs to do this. You don't know how much it costs to that. You don't know that, and I don't expect you to know that. You shouldn't know that, or whatever he says. But the way his words it, you're just like, yeah, that's a bit arrogant the way that come out. I don't think he meant it to be like arrogant, but it come out well arrogant.
I think you're probably right with the more of a condescending word rather than arrogant.
Yeah.
It's probably more that. But I get what you're saying. But like I'm saying, it's very hard, and people will just look at A and they'll look at B and they'll go, why am I paying pretty much quarter scale prices for a 1/6 scale piece?
Yeah. Thanks, fellas. I'm asking the question because I know you two have been in the game for a long time. I'm just trying to soak up the knowledge wherever I can get it. If you're on Facebook, hit us up, man. If you're in the group, always ask questions there. There's loads of people.
And there's loads of smart cats in RaddTitan.
Yeah.
Are
you guys
of company people, loads of people who've been in the industry a long time?
Are you guys friends with Clipper King in real life? He did lots of Hot Toys video. I know the name, Clipper King. Clipper King. I definitely know that name.
Yeah, I've heard that name as well.
Clipper King. Yeah, I definitely know that name. I can't remember what his name is in real life. I've definitely spoken with him. If the standards go up and the statue's looking better and better, it'll probably reflect the price more than the size, I assume. Sure, yeah, if the quality is there, because then obviously the better the paint and the the things like that are, the engineering needed involved, the higher the cost is going to be. And what you have to think about is factories don't really want complicated projects. They want projects they can just put in and put out. They want a project they can just pump out fucking 1,000 pieces in a heartbeat, and not have to work hard on it. And some fucking Pokemon piece or some anime piece. The anime pieces are, once you have a master and once you have the sculpt and all that in place, they shouldn't really fuck it up, and there's no real tough paint to achieve there. So they should be able to pump those out in no time. Rick Bates. I know that name.
Like Peanut Butter Warrior. That's my fucking jam right there.
Peanut Butter Warrior, yeah.
Fucking awesome.
I know the name Rick Bates, but I can't think of the.
I don't know that name.
I'm thinking of the Knight for some reason, but no, Rick Bates definitely rings a bell. But I don't really go around with the Hot Toy guys. I did meet that Anthony guy in Hong Kong, and we went around in Hong Kong. He was a nice guy from UK originally. Times where you really got to question it though.
Yeah, definitely.
Like with the Final Fantasy piece from Pro 1 and the Neo Automata piece, ludicrous. Yeah. His butler calls him Master Bates. Yeah. Okay, let's go and carry on with these. And the Justice Buster, first in hand pictures of it. It does actually look a lot better in person than I thought it was going to be. There is a bit more separation in the colours. There's a lot of kind of like purples and blues within the actual kind of armour there than originally. And you got obviously the Justice League pieces on the base. There was a big thing about which is better out of this or War Tank. I still prefer War Tank, even I do work for XM, kind of on the consulting them, but I do think the War Tank is a much better put together piece.
I think this looks great. I like this.
Yeah,
I like the concept. I like the design. The only thing I would say, just looking at these pictures, but it might just be these pictures, is obviously the floor versus the pieces. They're too close. They're too close. Simple as that.
Yeah.
I kind of like the helmet thing on the Batman. They're sort of like underwater. So that's really cool. Like the elements of the war tank look amazing. I would like to have seen them change that color of that fucking base a bit.
Justice Buster.
Oh, sorry. What do I call it?
War tank.
Ah, yeah, it's not
that. Never seen it with my own eyes. Nice. I've asked a guy about it as one of our members. He was talking to me about it. He says he's way too dark in the skin tones, but I haven't seen it in person.
Fucking skin tones
even
at the moment.
That shirt is painted really well.
Everybody's coming out like looking fairly Mexican.
Yeah. That shield is painted really well. I think it does look nice, but I do think that the war tank does look better.
I love this photo. I fucking love this photo as well. I was just a bit like, these are this shit, man. It's really cool photos.
It's just like covered it up. Jesus, gone to the garden, got well carried away in the garden.
He's like fucking is hiding in your house. I fucking love this, man. This is like a proper fucking predator. It looks wicked.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
That's serious. Love it. I used to scare the shit out of me when we were kids.
I can't do it sometimes when I'm like, it's actually all right with Guinness, but if you drink something like
Scotch or whiskey or something.
No, I can do with that. But if I drink something like Coca-Cola or something like that, it's too sticky. Looks like he's holding a dodgeball.
Yeah, very good.
This is then the season pass cami. I think this needs a bit of work.
Yeah, this looks shit.
This looks shit compared to like the one where she's on the turtle. Is it Chung-Li where she's on the turtle? It just the other one looks so much better than this one.
Well, who is this? Is this pop? Oh, okay. This is PCS then.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's really bad.
Yeah, even that. I mean, look at the lines. The black lines just look like really bad. Like cake icing.
Yeah, it's going to look bad. And the worst part about that is getting a factory to do that's going to look even worse.
Yeah.
This is their pro painters doing this, and it's fucking no good.
This is then Purgatory, which actually does look nice.
Yeah. It's a nice piece.
Yeah, she looks nice. So that's really the factory's 1/3 scale. This then is the Ken. It's coming from prototypes. Again, I feel this one's been like a long time coming.
Yeah, just forever.
This one just seems to be really dragging on as well.
Yeah, really long time.
What's wrong with the sausages behind Cammy? Oh, yeah. Like the reeds, yeah. I just think like the camo looks terrible. It looks like felted pen. It looks like someone took a Sharpie and coloured it in. Compared to like some of their swimsuit season stuff's really nice. I mean, I know that Jay Prime Collectibles, he buys some of those, and some of them look really nice. But this one,
not this one.
No, really not.
Also, I mean, go back. Why is the contrast between the background and her so fucking similar? The skin tones versus that, whatever that is, that sandy dune shit, whatever that is, they're too close. The green in her camouflage shit is very close to the green of the stuff. The browns that are on the thing almost look similar to some of the stuff that's on her camo. It's all too. What the fuck is going on? It's like it all just looks a bit samey. Like the color scheme's bad.
They're corn dogs. They look more like corn dogs than hot dogs.
Yeah,
I agree. I just think it's.
When you think about this, right? This is the same people that made that awesome fucking Tiamat.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ, can we get some consistency, please?
This is something that popped up on my kind of like searching around, and this is a Tuscan Raider by Regal Robot, and it's like $2.5 grand.
It looks fucking cool, though.
Yeah, it does look really, really cool, but it's really, really expensive. Edition size 150. But so it's quite a low edition size.
Yeah.
I don't know what that cockeyed fucker is next to him though. So yeah, like £2,867, 150 of them.
So nearly $3,000 then.
Wait, what was that, Ken? Only an arm. Yeah, so they've shown pictures before, and this is just again kind of like a little teaser they showed now to show
just to make sure that after the last 3 years you haven't forgotten they're doing it.
The plants look like something I'd put in my fish tank. Then you got this one as well, the Kraken, which is cool. This is actually not that bad, the price. It's 40 centimeters tall. But yeah, this is cool. I love all this Ray Harryhausen stuff. And I know that if Stucker was here, he'd be actually positive about this one, I'm assuming.
You'd probably put this in just for him.
Yeah. And then he didn't even fucking come. And also, you got like Kraken nipples there. Look at those. Check them out.
Yeah, winning.
£604. That.
Cool as shit. Well done.
That's cool. This one popped up. This is the Frankie.
Lady Frankenstein.
Like a Lady Frankenstein. It's called Frankie something. It'll come up in a second. But they've just doing like this sort of sexy. I'm assuming this is going to be like 1/5 scale because a lot of their stuff with this kind of style would normally be in 1/5.
Very
like
nice.
Their fantasy line. Yeah.
Very nice.
Come out of nowhere. Really nice.
Like it.
Nice line. Yeah.
Very nice.
So, yeah, really nice line. Like, very cool. Be interested to see where they go with this line and if they do continue.
Quite sexy, that.
Yeah.
See like a Morticia Adams and all them kind of guys, that sort of thing. Because this is almost like out of the Monsters, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Then this is you ordering Trapjaw.
Yeah, got that shit today.
Yeah, so this is 586.88. Edition size to be announced. Oh, so you can actually get the exclusive now on Sideshow.
Well, yeah, I checked that you get both the arm. The sort of like the two arms and the two heads. So, as far as I know, it doesn't actually specify that it's exclusive, but I'm assuming so.
Yeah, it just says limited edition.
Yeah.
Maybe now because it's going through Sideshow, they just don't do one version.
It doesn't seem to me like they're doing the other version on Tweeterhead, so it must be.
Yeah. It must have been like originally they were trying to get people to buy from them, so they had the exclusive. And then with Sideshow distributing, they're just like, oh, we'll just do one version. Who's the sculptor? Do you know?
Nah. Okay. I probably have been told, but I get told a lot of things regularly.
But this is cool, man. Look at how the snake on the mountain base there. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I'm really happy to pick this up. I'm going to be concentrating on this line a little bit.
Has the other one gone up for pre-order yet?
Which one?
Merman?
Merman's on pre-order already. It's due at the end of the year.
Okay.
Already got that
one. That one as well. Didn't he used to have a cannon? Wasn't his main one a cannon?
No, he had like he had
like a little crappy black cannon.
But that first one is meant to be like a cannon. That's a cannon.
It's like a real fucking jazzed up version.
Oh, it's a jazzy.
Because it was like a little. It was almost like a little. He had like a little pirate fucking leg coming out his arm, didn't he? Like a little peg leg arm.
Yeah, I mean the cannon that was on the figure was shit, so they couldn't get away with that.
Yeah,
it was like
it weren't great.
That is the cannon, and then the other one is the hook, which is the more of the classic sort of look.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like the cannon. Hook looks cool too. It changes the pose of the
hook. I actually like the hook.
Hook looks good.
Yeah. Have a great night, guys. Jacuzzi time.
Yes, you, son. Have a good time.
How many He-Man line does Gio have?
I've just got Hordak and Skeletor at the moment. I'm concentrating mostly on the villains. I don't really give a fuck about Evil Lyn and all that nonsense. I've got no interest. So really, it's just I'm going to get all the sort of ones that I like. I like the Hordak and the Skeletor. I'm hoping that they'll do a Webster. I'm hoping that they do them kind of guys. Beast Man has definitely come in, so I'll have to grab Beast Man as well.
Yeah. I think they've already shown Beast Man unpainted, didn't they? Yeah. No, it looks cool. Looks great. Great work. Is this wetter?
Yeah, I thought it looked shit,
It does.
It really looks shit to me. When I saw their like unveiling of the prototype video and stuff, I was like, this looks really good, but this just looks
Yeah,
shit.
he looks quite boring, doesn't he? He looks like, oh, really?
Just
Yeah.
doesn't jump out at me at all. I was just a bit like, this fucking looks awful.
I'm hoping, well, hopefully it's the photos because these
Hopefully
aren't
it's
great
shit pictures. Yeah,
photos.
I was hoping the same. I'm
Um,
not happy with this.
but
Like the first release of them showing this is
yeah,
really
yeah.
bad.
So XM had like a DC kind of fandom thing going on, and DC fandom official council. So they basically are going to do an event in their gallery. So obviously this is now the Batcave being shown, and they're doing it inside an actual just part of their gallery, which looks like a Batcave. So that's pretty cool. So if you can see there, you can see all the detailing on the Batcave. So you got the T-Rex, you got the kind of capsules here, you got the Batmobile, and you got
Did you
the
say T-Rex?
yeah, the T-Rex up there.
Why is there a T-Rex in the back cave?
It's from an old story, but if you look on the Breaking the Bat, there's a T-Rex in the background with a big coin. That's from
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's from an old story. They take it from
Don't
somewhere.
tell Georgie, okay?
Yeah, you're gonna want it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got the T-Rex there, you got the big 1 cent there, got the cards, all these little like tokens of characters, and then as again you got the costumes here, you got the weapons here, the surveillance stuff here, more weapons in the canisters, and then more canisters down there, lighting, looking cool, man, looking really cool. Yeah. Can't wait to see that in person. This then is what they've done with their office. So the section where they've got all these kind of props and things, and then parts of the back cave there. So you obviously got a car here, you got like one of the sections there, and then you got like loads of props so people can go look them. So yeah, looking really cool. This was a plan from the beginning that they were going to do this, have like a back cave you could walk into. So
Awesome.
yeah, very cool. Very cool. And then you got like a little kind of control room bit there. And then, yeah, very nice. Good work. And there's your T-Rex.
Right.
And also, this is that section there with the store. I got some more kind of pieces there, Batman versus. Loads of bits to buy. These are some of the pieces that they've kind of shown here. So you have the Harley Quinn, 2 versions. You have the Joker White Knight version. You have the Riddler Samurai version, and then you have the Batman Classic, and then the Batman from
Riddler's proper camp, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Then
Yeah.
again, in the original TV show, I'm sure he's pretty camp in that, and Jim Carrey camped the shit out of him.
Yeah, I mean, by thinking of the original TV show, there's loads of camp stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
Do you know there's a story? I can't remember who was talking about it, but it was one of the characters is talking about how he got called to like an orgy with Adam West, and apparently Adam West and one of the villains would have these like massive fucking orgies, but they would stay in character. So they'd be like Batman and fucking Riddler or whoever it was. They'd be like the actual characters while they have these like fucking all these women. And then, like, I think it was it Robin or one of them like would turn up and be like, "Yeah, this is too much for me," you know. But that's so funny.
That's brilliant.
So yeah, you got those little bit around the corner there with the White Knight Batman, people guns, a few pin badges, Joker Batman and Batman Samurai Collection, some key rings. So you got the need to wipe all those fingerprints off. Look at that. Wipe them off saying, so you got ha ha ha, Batman Samurai, Batman Joker Raichi, Batman Shogun, I think it is.
Yeah.
And then you got some like card wallets, little bags, key rings.
Cool stuff.
Notebooks. Yeah, well, it's good as well because you've got to remember that if they're trying to get this kind of footfall going through the gallery, you need to have actual people to pick up something. Not everyone's going to go in and go, "Oh, I'm here now. Might as well buy a statue." So you need to kind of go, "Oh, I'm going to get a T-shirt, or I'm going to get,
yeah,
just kind of get some income." So yeah, here's the 2 Harley Quinns. There, she looks really like What's her name? God, Barbara.
Can you go closer? Or you got a closer
Barbara
picture?
Gordon. No, well, that's as far as you can go, really. So that's the Harley. And then
Got
that's the
glasses
Joker.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just say it looks like the Barbara Gordon to me there, but I don't know. I don't really know about that sort of storyline.
Yeah.
You got the Batman Classic again in 1/4 and 1/6 scale. He's up on a podium, so it looks like the size is well different. It looks like ridiculously different. You then got the Devastator, so he's like there. It looks like Sally Jesse Raphael. Yeah. And then you got the Riddler. Yeah, it's quite campy. There was someone like really overthinking it and going, yeah, but you do know back in like these kind of times, the question mark wasn't a thing. And it's like, yeah, but half these characters fucking shoot laser beams out their assholes. You really think they did that in real life? Jesus, go over it. Fuck's sake. So I just noticed on the base as well, look at that fucking fox. Wow.
Oh yeah. Go
Just
closer.
noticed that. Yeah.
Dude, I read Chicken Licking the other night to my boys. It was fucking brilliant.
Oh, I hate that story.
I love that story.
Yeah, but last time you made me read it, and you were like going, I'm not reading this anymore. Sorry. As I said that, Secret Money Man. You told me to read it for him, didn't you? Because it's like a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it?
No. Well, yeah, a little bit like that. But I just like to hear you say like Ducky Lucky and all that shit.
Oh.
Drakey Lakey and Cocky Locky.
And then this is the Batman. So yeah, big old piece as well. Yeah, so that's cool.
What's the bike made out of wood?
Bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, bones.
Fucking that's awesome.
Really shit pictures. They need to take some better pictures, but there'll be some more pictures because it's like over the weekend.
Cool, man.
They'll be showing a lot more of it. Onto the customs. What you like for time?
Depends how long. I'll give you 13 minutes. That's it.
Oh, thank
or
you.
Half past.
Go. So then you got the. This is what you sent across. So
this is like the Hydra Captain America, you know, when he was like how Hydra and all that, and everyone went fucking mad.
So I thought it was Black Bolt the way he's like.
This is how Hydra. This is how Hydra Captain America.
Oh, okay.
I stumbled across this on Throne thing. I just liked all the details. Like has like.
I interviewed the guy who wrote that. You know that.
Yeah, I do. That's why.
It's quite a long time ago. 2016, I think it was.
Yeah.
Spencer. Spencer.
Yeah, that's right.
Nick Spencer. Yeah.
But like, I liked it. You know, the base has all got like, you know, it's got the like they're all like in the Hydra's grip. See, like the octopus grip. You can see it's sort of like, you know, it's got hold of like the Black Panther and got hold of them all across the base. I thought it was really fucking clever.
He's got very nice Tarax in the back there. Look, he's got that Tarax in the back there.
Where?
There's that Tarax in the back, right at the top.
Oh yeah.
And then he's got. I don't like that gladiator though. Oh, and he's got your Ronin. You can see the hammer coming out of Ronin. I don't like that gladiator though.
No, is that the right walking screaming one?
Looks like he's just like stopped and he's like fucking gonna drop a shit. Gonna take a shit. Shouldn't have eaten that fucking
burrito.
Ruby. Yeah.
Should have a burrito on a Thursday night.
Steve Rogers' Secret Hydrogen. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was
very
bad.
nice.
Yeah. Looks like shit. Oh wow, look at that. That's nice.
I really like that. I really like this. I think this is really fucking cool.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was like when you sent it across.
The only thing is, I mean, is anybody else getting this suit? Is a little bit more like the Green Power Ranger?
I can't remember his name. He's got a double barrel name, and he
actually
went into MMA.
I really like the design. Really like that whole concept design is really cool.
Yeah, no, it looks cool. I'm not familiar with that version of the character. And again, because he was doing that, I didn't even think about it. I just thought it was, Black Bolt, Tommy. Yeah, Tommy in that. But what's his name in real life? He's got like a double barrel surname. Then you got this Black Panther.
Quite like this because it has a Chadwick Boseman. What's his name? Boseman.
Yeah. Bosman.
I always say Boseman, but yeah, I mean it could be Bosman. That's the comic version, so that's not right. But
Yeah,
that
there
one,
you go.
I thought that was really good likeness.
I think the problem is again is the skin color, and then also the way that people paint like black people's hair. It just comes out too kind of clumpy. You know, it's really fucking hard to do. Yeah, it's almost like soul glow.
I really think they've got soul glow on. So
it's so hard, especially to do facial hair, and to do the skin tone. It's so hard.
It's also really hard with most of these factories of like in Asia.
Yeah,
they got a fucking clue. How are they gonna know?
They've got no reference point. Yeah,
they're gonna be like
Jason David Frank. That's it. That's the Green Ranger.
As a customer, I thought this was quite cool.
Well, that's interesting. You got the different versions of clubs. So you got them ones. They got these ones turned out with the actual charging going on.
Yeah,
yeah, but it's well, actually, I say that's cool, but then when I go back, I'm like, you never display them because it looks like someone's coloured in his hand with chalk.
Ah, you know what their reference mean look pretty cool. And you can always do the spear and the open up charge hand.
Yeah.
It doesn't show on this, but you could do it that way.
Yeah.
I like it, man. I think it's cool.
You got this Supergirl. Quite nice render.
It's a very nice render, this, and the portraits look fantastic.
Is it godlike?
Huh?
Is this by godlike?
I don't fucking know. You're asking me.
This looks like the same people who did. Do you know that really nice Poison Ivy?
Ah, it could be. That's a fucking.
It's got that kind of look to it.
That kind of vibe.
Yeah, I might be wrong, but
like really,
I get that vibe off of it. But yeah, no, she looks fantastic. She looks really nice. I don't have a clue what that is coming out of the base because I don't really know that the stories very well of her.
I like the dark suit as well. Look.
Yeah, I prefer the blue. I think the contrast is better between the blue.
Yeah, the base. Unfortunately, the base doesn't work as well with the darker suit.
Yeah, I think that I like the face on the left where you kind of see her teeth kind of coming through. You know, I think that's nice.
Yeah, I prefer that portrait too. Both are great.
I got a feeling that looks like someone who's worked. It looks like a similar work to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm picking it up wrong, but
no, maybe go with it. Go with your instinct, man.
You got then this She-Hulk, which is based off of a cover. I think it looks quite cool as well.
Yeah,
quite a big base, but I just think that the likeness is really good, and the reference for the cover, you can see it from both angles as well, which is good. She's got some fantastic covers, some really good covers. Yeah, she's got some really good ones where they're all like quite pervy, where she's got no clothes on, but she's like covering herself with a newspaper or something, and they're giving her a skipping rope or whatever. It's just like stupid things like that.
I like that. Yeah. Is it Frank Cho? I think his one right. It's like super my ass.
Wheat cakes or something like that. Yeah,
I love.
And the Hulk is incredible my ass as well with the Hulk.
Mm.
It's like Wonder Woman. She's like crossing her arms. She's pissed off because like she's in bed with the Hulk, and she's like, "Yeah, incredible my ass." And and then you've always got like Spider-Man or someone in the background talking about wheat cakes because it makes them like fatter or whatever. Third Eye Studios. This one was sent by Josh a while ago. So this is Raddy the Witch Elder of Elden Ring. So this is something there. Again, I don't know the reference point, but if that lantern lights up like that, that's pretty cool. The sculpt's cool. These I really like. These are STL files, but I actually really like these. The only problem is I do think that the the Donatello and Raphael are a bit too similar. I think they could have done.
I don't think they work together. I don't like them together. I like one turtle.
Donatello on his own looks fantastic.
I think Donatello on his own or one of them on their own will work. But I don't like them all together, because I don't understand what they're sad about because they're all still alive.
Yeah, Yeah.
Maybe it's the
meant
death
to
of
be.
Splinter or something like that. But either way, as
Yeah.
a unit, it's a bit like cheer the fuck up, lads. Come on, fuck me.
Well, that's yeah. They're kind of meant to be singular because if you look at Raphael, he's got all of the bands. If you look
Yeah,
at Donatello, he's got all the bands. You look at Leonardo, he's got all the bands. Well,
but
Michelangelo
then
doesn't.
then then they absolutely all work, but just all work separately.
Yeah, yeah. But I do really like the Donatello, and I do like the Raphael. I just think the Leonardo is a bit much, and
He
those two are
always
just
was a
too
big
similar.
tart, what do you know, Leo?
Well, yeah, yeah. But I do like them anyways. Like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's cool.
Cool
Really
as fuck
cool.
they are.
Yeah, yeah, very,
On their
very
own, they tell like, oh, Captain Britain.
Captain Britain. Is there was
I
something called
think Ian
Union Jack
Wilkinson
as well?
painted this.
Oh, did he?
Maybe. I think so.
Oh, yeah. Then you got a Venom. I don't even know why she's posing with her because she's meant to have painted that. She ain't fucking painted it yet. Get your fucking brushes out, woman. Stop fucking posing and get on with it. Jesus Christ. Fucking posing with a fucking unpainted statue, you lazy cunt.
Yeah, fucking.
I was
Yeah,
actually,
fuck,
I was
haven't got
actually,
your
I met
paint
her.
again, ain't you, darling? You haven't got your fucking
I
paint
met,
again, Jesus.
I met her in Thailand a long time ago. She doesn't speak English very well, and she painted some gaming pieces. They were really nice. And I think someone was like really cuntish about her on a post or something. She was, how was it? On a post, someone said how she was really ugly or something, and she got really upset about it. And it was just like, it's really unnecessary. But
Yeah, but that's how it goes. Welcome to how this game is played.
yeah, I don't get this picture. I mean, the Venom looks pretty cool, but I don't get why she's posing with it because she's a painter and she ain't done no fucking painting. So, yeah. But there is also like this rumor about the fact that she can't paint and it's her partner who paints, like her boyfriend or something. There's a
That would
rumor
be smart.
when
If
I was
that
in
was true, that
Thailand.
would be
Yeah,
very
yeah.
smart because she's an
What?
attractive girl. She's a very photogenic girl. So
Yeah. Well, when I was in Thailand, that was the kind of thing. But in Thailand, there's a lot of. It's funny because in every kind of country I've been to, there are seriously like, you know, in Philippines, in Thailand, in I'm trying to think of other places, but there's always like two big groups that absolutely hate each other, always. And these guys were kind of saying about how she, yeah, don't paint. I don't know how true that is. Vader, finish on Vader.
yeah,
All right, so this then is a Vader life-size bust, and it looks pretty cool. I think it's based on the Obi-Wan series that came out where they have the little fight at the end, and it looks quite cool. Sorry.
yeah, but the change was pretty drastic there to there.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, it's just the helmet comes off.
who slashed him down the face?
You're not going to watch it.
Nah, I don't give a shit.
Just watch the sixth episode.
Okay.
Just watch a fight in the sixth episode. It's good.
Oh, I hope so.
Well, Kenobi's fucking Kenobi's show, isn't it? Who do you think fucking does that?
I don't even like him anyway. Didn't like him in the first one. I have never liked Kenobi in anything.
Really?
Nah, he's a cunt, isn't he? Fuck him. He's useless. So Ewan McGregor's like a whingy bitch as well. In Phantom Menace, I preferred Qui-Gon easily, and then in all the others, I prefer everybody else.
Yeah, that looks actually for the company that are working on this. This actually is a step up in their quality. I really do think it is.
This renders fantastic.
Yeah, this renders absolutely amazing. Whether their factory can replicate this is another thing.
I hope it
If
can.
they can,
Looks really good.
This sculpt is very high level, very high level. And
yeah.
I do think there are a few things because I did see someone tagged Star Wars guy, and he did say that there were a few problems, like if you had a few little issues that wasn't like accurate, but from a perspective of sculpt and
dude, I got that with people on Instagram.
What with Ronan or?
No, I got it with Sideshow Storm. I got like about 3 artists that I tagged, basically going, "Yeah, I don't like this suit. That doesn't match this. This doesn't look right," and all this sort of shit. You know, that was quite negative actually. You know, it made me think twice about like tagging the fucking artists to the pictures again.
Well,
Chris Claremont was one of them. Jim Lee was another one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just had things to say that weren't overly positive.
Oh.
Just basically like they didn't like the liberties taken, I believe. I didn't think they liked certain looks or whatever.
Saying that, you know, you're talking about like you tagged Chris Claremont, but when you met him in person, you were a cunt to him. So don't give me that shit.
I wasn't a cunt to him all.
You're a bit of cunt. Yeah, you were. You were. It was literally like you went up to Chris. I was there. Like you went up to Chris Claremont, and basically, I've got magazines somewhere. Fuck, I don't know magazine, but anyway. So basically, you kind of like you walk over there, you take your Gambit comic out, and it weren't even
Magneto
like
one.
It weren't his. Yeah. I was in Magneto. Okay, yeah. So you take your Magneto one over, take out a packet, you kind of hold it like that. You walk over, you give it to him, he takes it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, so." Oh, this comic! I remember drawing this. He starts like flicking through it, and you're like, "You just fucking sign it, please." And he's like, but he started telling you, "I remember drawing this. You know, with the art, we kind of like, you know, we took this and we did this. You're like, can you fucking sign it?" You know,
dude,
like,
I got a fucking 9.6 because of his waffle.
And then he's like,
his finger licking of the book and turning the pages and looking through it dropped my fucking grade. And I knew that the second he touched it because he just started like, oh yeah, like I'm just like, I've kept that mint for about 6 months waiting for this moment for you to just sign the cover. What the fuck are you doing?
But technically, you should have got a green for that.
Right?
You should have got a green because wasn't that the one where it had something missing? Oh no, that was the Gambit one.
That's a Gambit one. But
that's that
was just it missing an insert. It's not signed.
Yeah. But all right. All right, we'll leave it there then. All right, so that's them.
That looks like a candle.
All right. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. You know, do the usual like, comment, subscribe, share, and yeah, that's it really.
Yes, we'll catch you.
Warren Chunky's got involved there. She's gorgeous. Person was on crack. I didn't actually stand up for her. There was a comment on a post where they said something like, you know, you get this ugly bitch to promote the statues or something. And I was like, yeah, it's a bit harsh. You know, she's not ugly. You know.
Who's in the art holder, my friend?
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna be out there, like you're gonna be on things and your pictures everywhere and you're doing all this social media shit, then you've got to have some thick skin and just not be bothered. I've had loads of for me.
I mean, I know there's
loads by fake fucking account pussy. Nobody's got the bollocks to just come on with who they are.
You guys going to hit the pub now. It's 25 to 1, buddy. 25 to 1 a.m.
I'm going to hit is it's more like pube. Fucking hit the pube pillow and collapse.
Also, have a great weekend. Looking forward to the next live chat. Me too. Night, Superman Kelly. Well, it's like that woman isn't. I mean, that's the thing as well. It's like you have to realize, you know, I'm not justifying it because you know it is horrible when you get trolled and whatever. But if you make a living off of, you know, putting yourself out there and it's about your image and about the way you look and whatever else, you need to be able to take the negative comments to the positive comments. If you can't do it, get another fucking job. That's it, really. You know, people shouldn't be trolling you that hard, but you're never going to be able to stop that. That's the problem. So then if you're doing fitness videos and you're telling people how they should be looking, how they should be training, how they should be eating, then you're going to get someone who's, you know, you're always going to get someone bigger and better than you anyway. But you're going to get some guy who is just sitting there and, you know, being an what do you call it, a Monday morning quarterback or whatever, telling you how shit your form is and how
sure,
you know, whatever, and, you know. So you just need to be able to take it. You need to be able to filter it out. And because there's that woman who did she kill herself? Who was that woman who the presenter?
Caroline Flack.
Yeah, so she got a load of stick and then she ended up like killing herself, didn't she?
Well, she killed herself. She killed herself because she lost her job doing Love Island. She attacked her boyfriend. She attacked her boyfriend and got arrested. Her boyfriend called the police, and the police could hear on the phone her going ballistic. And apparently, she'd gone through his phone and then attacked him with a lamp, or something, smashed him over the head, and he called the police. And obviously, the way that domestic violence works today is very different to the way domestic violence worked 20 years ago. Believe me, I'm very much aware of this. Back in the day, you know, you could call the police, right? And you could have a man screaming down a phone, kicking the shit out of you, and you screaming for help. Then when the police get to you and you answer the door and you're like, no, there's no problem. Like, I did, that wasn't me or whatever. They just go away. Yeah. But now they don't give a shit because they understand that domestic violence, people that are like actually getting hurt, they protect that. They have a tendency to protect people. So they just pull them to, they just literally like, yeah, get the fuck out of the way. We're still arresting this guy. And that's what they did to Caroline Flack. They arrested her for her assaulting her guy. He tried to say, oh, no, it was a mistake. I didn't mean it or whatever else. They're like, nah, fuck you, man. We're pressing charges. You can't do shit like that. Yeah, like a busted, stitched up head or something. They were like, yeah. They'd done her for like assault. She lost her job with the Love Island thing. And obviously that was the most, I mean, I feel really sorry for how shallow her life must have been because that's a horror. Like, you've got to have more to you than that. I mean, if this RaddTitan shit ended tomorrow like that, I wouldn't probably lose more than like 20 minutes of thought on it. I had too much going on in my own life. I would be sad about it. Like, listen, I'd be sad because, you know what I mean? I won't be seeing you, but like in the chats and stuff, but I still talk to you all the time. It wouldn't change nothing for me really in my life. So it's a bit like, you know, that I feel really bad that was so important to her, that job was so important. And her media
of this chat today.
A media of her view of herself through the media and stuff was so valuable to her, which I felt was really sad and very shallow.
Yeah.
So unfortunately I don't have a lot of sympathy because I just feel like sorry in a sad, pathetic way. Like, oh, you're quite pathetic. You know, like that's not really good. You know what I mean? I don't really have much sympathy in that regard. I just think a bit like, oh my god, like you had nothing else. That's the only bit of like nothing else. No good family, no good friends, no nothing. You lose your job. I mean, Love Island shit anyway. What the fuck? You get another one. Yeah, you get another one.
I've had these conversations where your wife watches it. It's just like, oh my god.
No. And my wife's one of the smartest, fucking sexiest, smartest women that I know. And believe me, I literally sit and watch this thing, and in the background, and I can feel my IQ dropping points by the second.
Out of both of you, who can drink who under the table?
Alex would win. Actually, Alex, no, I don't know. He's been pretty bad lately. I took him out for his birthday and he was pathetic. He was pissed with a few drinks. It was a bit.
Yeah. It depends on what I'm drinking. So like I can drink quite a lot of Guinness and stuff and then I'll be fine.
I don't really drink though, that's the thing. I'm not.
Yeah, well then you'll be fucked then.
I don't drink at all.
It depends on the thing is it always depends on the actual like kind of situation. So like you could be there, you know, drinking.
We've been hammered together a million times. Who's the more lightweight? Huh?
I think we've both had really bad times, man.
Yeah.
The last time we were drunk together was so long ago, though. So long ago. We actually there was a time when we were up in Hemel and we got drunk. When was we went to that place outside, and we were eating outside, and then we had to go inside because the fucking bee kept chasing us.
Oh,
it was like a wasp or something.
It
was our wasp outside. We had to go inside. I think we got drunk again, but not that drunk.
Little drunk.
But I
not throwing tables.
No. But getting over the years it was always ended up with us getting drunk, walking home, and then just like kicking the crap out of each other, and like some like in the park or something.
Yeah,
It was,
definitely. I mean, I don't know.
you
It's a
remember
hard question.
the time where I pushed you in the bush and I ran, and then
Yeah,
like
funny.
I remember you telling me the day after when we were talking about it, and I think my shoulder hurt or something, and then you were like, "Yeah, do you know the funny thing about that is that we were walking along, and I pushed you into a bush, and the thing is you the way you told me you were like, yeah, the thing is I fell over, and I didn't know what was going on, and I was like." Fuck, did I really just trip over like that? And then I saw you running away like a cunt, and I was like, ah.
If you'd have stayed there, go, what the fuck happened? I would have. And it wasn't a bush. You pushed me down the hill. You pushed me down a fucking really steep gorge
Oh
hill.
no, the bush was the other one. No, that was another time.
The hill was. I mean, I drive past there to go to the vet, like for the dog, and it's well fucking steep. And I look at it like,
Yeah.
who the fuck on a dark night throws their best mate down there? That's well bad. And literally, I didn't know what happened. I was pissed. So I like fucking flew down there, like go doing roly polies all over the fucking place. And I was like, fuck, I must be really drunk. Looked up and I see this skinny little cunt.
but then you remember that, like,
But the
what
funny
you
thing is
did
how
to.
you run when you mean it. How you run when you mean it. It's like that. You put your chin up and you go like that.
But the funny thing about that was you ran after me, right?
Yeah.
But
Cool,
to
yeah.
fuck with me, no, to fuck with me, you ran past me.
Yeah.
And then you hid somewhere. And then
Yeah.
you remember I was on top of the like near some bushes, and I was like, I can see you in there. I can see you. And you were like all the way over there, and you're like, yeah, you fucking got me. But there was another time as well where
That's so bad.
there was another time where
That was bad.
there was a time though where you fucking like jumped on me, you started hitting me, and then somehow I don't know how this happened, but do you remember like you were like beating the crap out of me? I was like, what the fuck, whatever. And then I went like that, and I had like this fucking massive lump of wood.
Yeah, I don't know how
And
you
then
got.
I swung, and it came out of nowhere. It was like all of a sudden I fucking powered up. I swung the wood at you. I think I like might have clipped you. And you ran, and then I fucking threw it. And as I threw it, it went between your legs. I tripped
Yeah,
you
I was
over.
sure. It's like that video of the one on the bike, you know, when the person throws the thing through the spokes and they go over it. That's exactly what it was like. I was running, and then literally it was as you threw it, the lucky fucking throw went right in between my legs and well tripped me, like well buckled, man. I went in face first into the. That was a good shot. That was a good shot, to be fair.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't drink, so I'm gonna have to give it to you. You've got a lighter body
as
than
well.
me. I'm still gonna say you. I think that
the
you're.
bad one was Madrid as well. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah, basically got told by the police, like literally come over, unclip their gun. I was like, yeah, you better go to your hotel. Yes, she was like, yeah,
over.
Yeah, poor Justin.
Yeah, good times.
All right, let's shoot off there. Thanks, guys. Do the usual: like, comment, subscribe, share, and have a great weekend. Take care.
Catch you in a couple of weeks. Peace.
Peace out. Bye bye.